Hey, hold on, bro. I'm doing a little podcast right now. I'll holler at you.
Look here, this how it's gonna go. I'm gonna do what the beat say do. You do what the DJ name say. And burn.
Yes, you burn one down.
Burn one and saute.
If you ever tried Gucci, man, you might burn one.
And I'ma burn one for you.
Episode of the Burn One Podcast. Got your boy Rodney in here.
You got your boy Too Bleezy in this thing.
We have a few very, very special guests with us today. First off,
it's really just one special guest. We gonna stop calling everybody a special guest off in this motherfucker. This nigga ain't no special guest, and that nigga ain't no special guest.
Definitely ain't either. Yeah, y'all know. Get at me.
They just like fam. They like fam. I ain't saying they ain't special. Trying to throw a nigga under the bus and shit already.
I didn't say anything like that. I don't know what you throwing under the bus. But we do have a special guest here today.
Yes, we do.
Yes, sir. Would you mind, BT, would you mind introducing yourself to
Show mine. It's your boy BT, Brandon Taylor, one and only. I'm here.
I'm tripping because you said before the show that story that Furbat told was about you, and I had no clue until you said that.
So this is really like his second time on the podcast.
Yeah.
Been here before previously.
Also
in spirit
to the show.
Yeah, I've been saying tune in to the previous episodes. Figure out where I'm at.
Episode 115. It is.
That's this episode.
Yeah, that's this episode. I had to switch the episodes up on YouTube because I fucked it up.
Yeah, you fucked it up. Yeah, I seen. I went and fixed it. Yeah, I seen that though.
What was it? 114 that he did twice or something like that?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Something like that, right?
Yeah.
That team
shit, nigga. What they do?
Huh? Is this the Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Right. Nigga, you're right here.
Is this the first guest y'all had that didn't burn one?
Slick.
Yeah.
I'm making history already.
This is history.
I'm making history.
Hey, but he did say, the only way he'll smoke is if two people pass him them blunts. Who passed you the blunts? You hit them hoes?
Wiz and Snoop. That's
All
it.
right. Hey, one day you gonna say burn one, but we gonna get there. It's okay. You're gonna be like, burn one, pass me the blunt. I'm gonna hit that hoe.
Dude.
Just so people know, I will pass it. I have no problem. I got.
Okay, cool. So you one of the cool non-smokers. You know, some people be acting like they're scared to touch the weed.
No.
I can't touch you. Yeah, I can't touch you.
I know all the etiquette.
Well, damn, can you pass?
Can't touch that.
Okay.
Hell no. Thank you for coming on to the show, though, my guy.
I appreciate y'all for having me, man.
For sure.
I actually reached out to like a handful of people just so I could hop up there. I did UL's podcast actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, I had fun with that one, man. That kind of really was like, damn, I like podcasts.
That's how it goes. Once you get that first taste, you for real do dive into that shit because that's how I was too.
Yeah, because I consider myself a conversationalist. I can talk about any and everything. So I was like, shit, what better way to do that than a podcast?
And it make it better when it's with people that you like got a genuine like love for and like you really cool with.
Yeah, I've been saying, like I said, I've been tapped in ever since Trap Art came up here.
Do you listen to like other like podcasts?
Yeah. Of course, like I said, I listen to y'all. 85 South, I love 85 South.
They good.
Bro.
I love 85 South.
I Am Athlete with Brandon Marshall.
Hell yeah.
Have you seen their new
NASCAR
that they do?
I haven't looked at that one.
I ain't watching
usually watch when I
NASCAR
work out. They got videos of that, like kind of like how y'all do. So like I try to watch the videos when I'm working out or something like that.
Yeah.
But But yeah, but I do both of them. I try to get into like the more like intellectual one, finance podcasts and stuff. But that just made me feel like I'm in college again. So
Same.
But once you get into a good one, you just
it just like you find one that like
don't expect me to do this on the regular, but I got a good podcast plug.
What?
Macro dosing. Well, yeah, of course
okay.
you gotta follow. Macro dosing is
I like him.
It's where okay. So it's got who Arian Foster is.
Yeah.
So Arian Foster is a co-host, and the other co-host is PFT. If you know him from Barstool, but they have a podcast where they do deep dives into like. Remember I was telling you they do.
Do they actually be is it micro or macro dosing? You said macro.
I think it was macro dosing.
Do they actually macro dose on there?
Macro or micro?
Macro is more.
Yeah. Micro dose. Well, I mean, they probably do macro dose. I don't know. But
I don't know if they just mean
psychedelics.
Psychedelics is usually what people refer to.
They definitely. They got an interesting mix on there because they got like one dude who's like this like big Christian. They be giving him shit because they had a 420 episode where they just talked about they did a deep dive into weed and 420 and what it all means and stuff like that. And they kept giving him shit for being like, oh no, we're going to get your ways over there, T. Macro dosing. It's they just got like their last episode. They did a deep dive on dinosaurs. They did one on like what was it? It was like some kind of government operation or some shit.
They did a deep dive on dinosaurs.
Yeah, talked about dinosaurs. Bro,
probably, I bet it was.
I ain't gonna lie. Hey, watch, go listen to an episode, bro. I got lost in the host. The Denver International Airport one is the one that hooked me.
Yeah. Into dinosaurs.
There's a lot of people that don't think dinosaurs were even real.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah,
they talk about it in that episode.
I used to be one of those people until I just gave up on it. I was like, who fucking knows?
Will not plug anybody else.
Why?
Unless it's mine.
Why?
Why or why not?
Please tap into Burn One Podcast.
Why did I not think there were dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Because, I mean...
They feel like you feel like it's just too much. Like, it's like, how?
For one, it's so pointless of a thing to learn. Because what does it benefit us to know there were dinosaurs here?
I like history, so like,
but it's also the history. Is that before humans or were there humans?
We were there.
So we were there, but not as humans like today.
Sure.
Right?
That we know, like you said. Nobody knows the truth.
So it's like dinosaurs is just one of those things you can't fact check as much.
That's
as
true, but I also
else.
feel like there's books on dinosaurs, and I feel like for somebody to go and make up whole books about dinosaurs.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, as far as like your point that you.
No, my point is I don't feel like a nigga just gonna sit there and make up a
whole thing about. That's my other hand. That's the other side of it.
On flat Earth.
But then again, religion is a thing.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm gonna say religion. That's what I'm saying. But
is religion a thing?
I mean, religion is a thing. religion is a thing.
Period.
And it's made. Some people may say it's made up.
Yeah. So, like you said,
I mean, technically, it is. Religion is man-made. Religion is just the practice of something.
That's it. That's all it is.
That's all it is. So it had to be made up.
Shout out to all the Christians out there.
Shout out to all the.
Shout out to all the religious people. Period.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the spiritual people.
Religion is definitely that. Man.
What are you, TJ? Are you religious or spiritual?
Spiritual.
What does that mean?
I was gonna say I do need a separation.
You look spiritual.
At one point, I would have called myself a Christian. I then began to learn things and just, we get older and you learn shit and you start to, educate, question, or whatever you want to call it. Some things made sense to me and some things didn't make sense. Yes, Dolan.
You said educate for a question.
Mm-hmm. Just question, educate yourself about things or start to question other things is what I meant. Yeah.
Other beliefs.
Yeah.
Because when you talk about Christianity, specifically, I grew up a Christian. There's always that question: where was God during slavery? that comes up all the time.
I ain't even gonna lie. That never even came across my mind.
I ain't gonna lie, me either. But now that you say
it, now that you say it,
that was a long time.
But then
experience, ain't it?
So then let me ask you this, TJ. So do you believe there is a God? Or?
Yeah, I definitely believe there is a higher power. Okay. Like what that higher power is or who that higher power is, I have no clue. Yeah. I definitely believe there is one. I agree
with TJ. That's kind of how I feel. Like I definitely grew up being a Christian. You know what I'm saying? But
I still carry a lot of Christian beliefs.
Okay, so that was like a certain type of Christian. church that you went to?
Bro, I went to a non-dominational church, bro.
I knew it was something like that, or Protestant.
Ethan
What do you mean? Do you know what a non-denominational?
Denominational.
You know what I'm talking about?
I mean,
We had like
I've been to all of them.
all kinds of
Non-denominational,
cultures,
Church
bro.
of Christ.
All of them, yeah.
Mount Zion is supposedly non-denominational.
It's not. It's Baptist.
I was just
know.
gonna say,
Oh,
that's Baptist
yeah,
like
yeah.
fuck.
But in
It's
their
just
little
not like-
speech that they be
like a
saying,
Baptist
we are a
church are a lot
non-denominational.
straighter.
Because I go to.
You know,
I ain't gonna talk about them though. They done did some
Really?
nice
Yeah,
things
they're
for me.
non-denominational, but it's like, come on, bro. I grew up in a Southern Baptist church. And
Like-
it's Southern Baptist-y up in here, so
A
It's
lot
fuck.
of this shit is Southern Baptist.
for real.
I don't care. That's something.
Right, it don't matter to me. Like I don't give a
that shit don't-
damn.
Don't
But
call
even
it-
just
don't
like
call
the
it trap music if
different
it's not trap
denominations
music.
in and of itself is kind of the thing that led me to being more spiritual than religious because
Yeah.
it's like
you can't even agree
like
on this.
some
You
of
can't
this
even
like
come to a
I,
collective
right
point.
like some of y'all like views on certain things are like completely at the opposite ends of the spectrum.
Facts.
So it's like how can y'all really say y'all all the same thing?
For me, if you growing up how I grow up, it's like the religion aspect only plays a certain part. For me, Christianity is more so a relationship, and that's the thing I feel like most people miss. And then you got some people who try to, like, even in the slavery times, it was slave masters who tried to take Christianity and say slavery is justified based on the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's why
Damn,
there's so
that's
many.
fucked up.
No, it definitely
That is
is,
mad
and I
fucked
think
up.
that's why so many black people got a bad taste of religion in general. Because, like, if you go back and look at that, it's like I can see why.
Right.
We got psychological problems already. Like the mental health thing is a
Yeah,
big
yeah.
thing today. Imagine that you're not even aware of mental health back then. Think about what that kind of shit that would do to you.
Talk your
You
shit.
trying to tell God, you try to tell somebody if you want to go to heaven, you have to be a slave. That's
Exactly.
kind of fucked up,
No,
bro.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, it ain't kind of fucked up. Y'all know what I'm saying, but
Yeah.
like
No, yeah.
that's
That's kind of fucked up.
You know what? It's more than kind of fucked up. Is my point. Is I was saying.
Yeah.
Fuck y'all.
So like I said, for me, it's, like I said, it's more so about the relationship, man. And
Hey man, this man Rodney starting early. We had 5 shots last week. We got 1 now.
You said it, goddammit.
yeah, like the relationship is the biggest aspect. And like you said, even if you're spiritual, it's always about the relationship with either yourself or, like you said, the higher power. So I feel like if more people paid attention to that, then it'll have some balance. I just hate how some people try to take Christianity and make it fit they
Everything,
Exactly. 'Cause,
everything.
like,
I'm like, bro,
exactly,
this
the
don't got to
people
do
downtown.
with every single thing, bro.
Like when they be downtown with their
Like,
little
look at
signs and
God,
shit,
like,
and they be like, "You going to hell? Damn you know," and all
That's
that.
there,
I be
bro.
like, bro,
It's like, who are you to say that?
that's so, and it's so hypocritical to what you supposed to believe
What you
in.
supposed to believe, yeah.
So it's like, man, that shit fucked me up. But the way I looked at it was more so like the Bible kind of confused me because the way I look at it is, man wrote the Bible. Man always has their own agenda. You can't tell me. That's been, I mean, like everybody always does. Even if you a
That's
good
facts.
person, to an extent, sometimes you gonna have your reasons for what you doing, your own agenda.
I mean, yeah,
so
that don't
I'm
make
not
you a
gonna
bad
believe what some man wrote. I can't trust everything
Do you
he wrote.
believe if 5 different men wrote the same different things from same different time periods? 'Cause that's what the Bible is. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, they all from different
I mean,
time
like
periods.
I'll put it like this: it's not like I don't believe in everything that's in the Bible, but
Look
I
at
just
Dolan.
can't. I don't
Schooling
know
your
if
ass.
I can necessarily feel like I believe everything.
No, 100%. 100%. And like I said, I know people, I went
50-50. I'll put 50-50.
I went to BA and I can't say that I was forced to believe anything, but what they did was say, you know, this is how the Bible operates. So to me, it kind of, the questions that I did have, they did a really good job of answering all those questions. So like I said, that's why I said when I got Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, everybody think all of them came up together. Nah, cuz. They also got the same stories from different perspectives. So that's, for me, it's like I said, if you, and you tell me, bruh, it's cool, I really ain't got no choice but to say that, oh, damn, bro, it must be cool. But until I experience it, right?
Yeah.
So that, to me, that the Bible, for me, it's like for them, different time periods to have the same stories. I'm like, shit, there's got to be some type of truth. And then I remember what they did. They brought in like this historian who was really based off Greek mythology and stuff. And he was saying how Greek mythology kind of got the same stories as the stories that's in the Bible, such as the flood or the fall of man. So really, it's like everybody got the same stories. Everybody just got different ways of telling it. Like if you look at Egyptians,
Culture.
yeah, culture in general. Like even the Egyptian guys, they have the story of a quote unquote flood. So that's what I'm saying. So if I got
Same thing with
five
Hinduism.
different- yeah.
saying if I got so many different stories saying that the flood has happened, it's like obviously at some point in time,
flood.
it was a damn flood. So. So yeah, so like I said, I feel like it's just how you interpret it, man. Like you can read, we can all read the same different verse in the Bible and all have different interpretations, and you can go start your clique, and that's what I feel like Christianity has turned into. Church of Christ take this verse and interpret it this way, but for me, I'm like, for my beliefs, you know what I'm saying? If you believe that Jesus is who he say he is, I rock with you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just me.
Right.
And if you're just a good person, bro. Like,
Really?
Yeah, like bro, like
He just hate on
the,
a good person.
the judging like that comes with Christianity is the thing that I
hate
feel like
that.
pushes a lot of people away.
Away, for sure.
And it's very unfortunate because it's like to an extent you also got to look at like if you believe in religion, it's somewhat going to keep you moral. You know what I'm saying? Like a good person. So how can
Standards, bro.
how can you see that being something bad if it's keeping you at least like you don't have to read the Bible or consider yourself a Christian to be like, you know what I'm saying? Don't shoot this person. That's not cool.
Exactly,
you know
bro.
what I'm saying? Like,
100%.
don't steal from this person. Don't
Exactly.
whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it just gets when they start blurring it. It's like, man,
But like piggybacking off what you said though, just now, like I was just gonna say, like it's not the religion, it's the people.
It's the people,
it's the
yeah.
person.
It's the people, yeah.
Because
100%.
because people like those type of people that we were talking about, I guess like the slave days that was pushing Christianity or whatever on the slave. It's just like you can't help what's being taught at home.
At home,
You know what
exactly,
I mean?
bro.
Yeah.
So I don't think the religion or any religion, because you got like Muslim radicals and shit.
Yeah.
Who take and being, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, but like they was brought up believing this is what's going on.
And then there's a whole another set of Muslims who preach peace, and you know what I'm saying. So yeah, man. Like I said, like you said, it's just the people, man. Like what you taught at home. So
Well, while we kind of on the topic, well, not kind of, while we on the topic of religion, is anybody informed on the Palestine situation?
I just know it's super. Every time I see a video, it's scary.
It's
'Cause I can't imagine it. I remember there's one video I seen. Just look up in the sky and it's just flares and rockets and shit. And I'm just like, imagine, like, you know what I'm saying? We growing up in, you outside shooting hoops or something. Right?
You see that shit.
Like, damn.
Yeah.
That, I know for a fact that we would be terrified. So I shout out to them, man. I hope they figure that situation out.
Sweet Jones Jr. Shout out to Sweet Jones Jr. from the podcast. But I was telling him, because we was talking about that on our podcast, our last episode, that like, even though like the United States got this fucked up ways, aren't we blessed at the same time that we live over here? That we not having no wars and shit being fought over here? Like they ain't
I feel like that's, like you said, that's just life, bro. I feel like somebody
at the same
no,
for real.
Like just normal wait, like you woke up, cuz like
you woke up
good, bro. Somebody did not wake
Man.
up to that. And that's kind of how I try to start my day, bro. Like even I remember I did a job interview and they was like, how do you take in stress? And I told them, bro, as long as I can remember something positive, that stress don't really fuck with me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like people ask me, how do you not smoke weed? I'm like, I don't necessarily need it to cope or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they stopped. It was a professional basketball game going on in Israel.
Yeah, bro, that shit was scary, bro.
They stopped it. They heard.
They dropping on the
dropped to
floor,
floor
bro.
mid-game.
That shit is
It was
fucking
a professional
crazy.
basketball game going on in
Fucking
Israel.
crazy. And just think about it. We know homies that hoop overseas, bro. Like that's. I'll never know if your homie could have been on that team, bro. You don't know.
That's
You
crazy.
sometimes, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I played with several people that are playing overseas in times and stuff like that. I know they play overseas, but I don't know.
where?
Yeah.
I see that name and I'm like, bro, I don't know what that means. You know what I'm saying? That shit could be there.
Exactly.
But like,
After the fact, the jerseys ain't got no damn names in it.
Man,
you can't read
you
them.
can't
Right.
read that shit.
Like I hope that's not where you is at.
Man.
That is.
Cause I ain't gonna cap. Like when Corona first came out, I had a homie that was hooping in like a Chinese basketball league. So like with all the shit that was coming out, they was like,
and them banning like flying back to the States and shit. Yeah,
Right.
that's scary shit, bro.
Down, for real. But what I remember, I was talking to some people who had traveled over there, and they said at one point, and this was like I was like during COVID, that America was hyping it up. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't as bad as we was making it seem. And they were saying like how overseas they were starting to slowly open back up. Meanwhile, we on curfew and lockdown and stuff. So at that point, that's when I just started realizing like the media really do be.
That twist and turn.
India though, India fucked up.
Oh yeah, they throw, bro.
They fucked up with the COVID.
I just don't. I feel like India probably just lacks the resources that we have. You know what I'm saying? Like, or the structure. 'Cause I feel like America, that's one thing that we always rely on is the structure and the formation, the stuff we got. So now we got the vaccine, we can distribute it. And maybe India just ain't got that. So it's
I'm glad you said that because that was one of the topics I wanted to talk about today too. Yes, bro. Because like the Dr. Fauci dude came out, right? And he was like, or I think it was on like Stay Tuned or something like that on Snapchat and shit. And the news reporter woman was like asking him questions and was like, so like, how do people, or if you have the vaccine, can you feel safe to go out into inside somewhere and not have a mask, right? And he over here talking about like, yes, you should feel very safe, very comfortable. I've had my vaccine for about 3 months now or whatever. I feel comfortable going into a place like that. Cool, whoop-de-whoop. He was like, you're protected from other people and you're also protecting other people. Cool. So to me, that means if that's the case, why do I have to get it if that person can feel comfortable knowing they have the vaccine and I feel comfortable knowing I don't have the vaccine? Why the fuck do I have to wear a mask?
I mean,
Like I look, and this is coming from like I was not anti-mask. This like I know a lot of people that were that through the whole fucking thing. Right. I wore my mask, bro. I encouraged people to. We didn't know what the fuck that shit was, right. But now it's been a while. I felt like I got that shit when it first came. I was sick. You feel me for like a week, coughing. Yes, cool. I'm fine now. I feel like I go out just fine every single day. Right. So what? I mean,
you
obviously,
do.
Bruh. I mean, look, if I do, I don't feel like I'm about to die because it.
Right.
No, I mean, you probably are fine. That's
okay, so yeah. Oh, okay, cool. So then why the fuck do I got to wear this shit? It's been a year.
I mean, us,
I
our
haven't
age
caught it
range,
again.
we would be asymptomatic. Most of us would be asymptomatic.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't be able to trace that in us.
So then they should have to get the vaccine.
Who?
If you feel threatened by this, if you feel threatened by COVID and you don't want to, you can't live
They
your
already,
everyday life.
I can promise you, if somebody feels threatened by COVID, they've already gotten the vaccine.
So then, cool. So then we all agree this mask mandate shit or the slowness of it or whatever, open it back up.
Well, just because we got the
dumb at this
vaccine, don't mean it's not still here. You are still susceptible to it.
I know, like,
I'm fine. It's for you, not for me.
I don't want that shit. I'm cool. That's what I'm saying, though.
They done got rid of the whole
Home ass shit. I went downtown last night.
That's why I work downtown.
There wasn't a single mask. I had mine in my back
you go to
pocket.
Brentwood, or certain
My
areas,
nigga.
and they still are kind of trying to enforce that shit.
Brentwood was actually the first city to get rid of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's the wrong part.
What do we?
What you saying?
I know Green Hills has some of it too, because I've been to Green. We went to Green Hills. They still had us wearing the mask.
Stores that, because my girlfriend, she's on my ass about wearing my mask, but if they don't have the sign on the front, then I won't wear it. But if they do, just out of respect for other people, then obviously.
Like if I'm in a store,
Ain't nobody finna take them hoes down either, because you gonna have to tell somebody to come clean your windows and shit. So they not finna take them signs
the
down.
thing with the
That's one more
vaccine-
thing they gotta do.
So the thing with, have you gotten vaccinated or not? Do you choose to or you not?
I'm lazy. I think I was supposed to go get like all of my shots. So I
Yeah.
just like, I'm just not feeling it. But from just science in general, I just remember in class one day, we was talking about, we keep getting vaccines, how are our bodies going to know how to fight this stuff off? You know what I'm saying? Like, so to me, I'm just like, how about we just let it go through? Because like you said, it's not necessarily wiping us out.
Yeah, it's not wiping us
It's
out.
not wiping us out. So to me, if I was to get it, I'm just like, shit, my body will figure it out. It's just like riding a bike. You're going to have to learn how to do that shit eventually. You know what I'm saying? So
You're right.
that's what I was thinking. But like,
Evolution. Your body, you're gonna evolve eventually.
So,
As will the virus, though.
as
Fair.
true as that. So to me, like the vaccine, I'm just like, to me, this is a choice. I do find it weird, however, how they like are incentivizing getting the vaccine. Like,
That is weird.
Yeah.
I think that's weird.
Like Uber and Lyft
And giving
are
out,
working with.
they're giving out like
Because they're-
scholarships and shit too, bro. It's like for schools.
Yeah, so to me, that's
Like your tuition paid for it.
like, bro,
If
y'all
you get your, and it's not even like just if you get it, you get to be in a drawing if you get it.
I just
What
think
the fuck?
they're adding to the conspiracy theorist people. They're adding to their fire.
Oh yeah, I'm cool with it. Like TJ, I don't think TJ believes any of the conspiracy, but he does have his own reservations on the vaccine.
I'm not getting that shit.
And he had
I'm not getting that
COVID.
shit either.
And the thing is, when he had COVID, he told me it felt like it was a boulder sitting on his chest.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if I felt like that, I would be getting the
TJ,
fuck
did
up
you
to
feel
get
like
the
that
vaccine.
again, or was it just one time?
It's when he had COVID.
I know. Did you get it just one time and feel that way,
I mean,
or have you got COVID a
No,
couple
I
of
haven't
times?
gotten COVID multiple.
Well, let's just say this.
That's my point. So if it was just one time, like
There
I
are
said, I
people
would
that
do it
have
once
gotten.
too.
There are people that have gotten COVID multiple times.
Yeah, I know. But
And if you don't get the
that's
va-
why I'm asking. That's why I was asking if you had got it a second time and you knew it. If you felt the same, like
Would I know?
terribly, because you could have been. Asymptomatic may not hit you as hard the second time.
I mean, it was like literally just that though. It was like only just like
because your body fought it off the first time.
it
so
was like
every
just
time you
hard
get
to
it back-
breathe. Like that was, but it was just like that one day. Like other than that, like you feel me? Like my taste was
Dug that shit
cool. I
out.
still had my.
Your body fought the shit off.
He dug that shit out.
Exactly.
I mean, I never got COVID. I got mad COVID tests, never tested positive, and I still got the vaccine.
How many mad COVID tests you did? You got 4 of them?
4 tests. Yeah.
But nah, he was in the crib all the He was not
I was
going nowhere.
You say you got 4 tests and you was chilling at the crib.
I was chilling at the crib and I was seeing different people.
Oh, okay.
So I needed to,
that.
you know.
I was seeing different people. That was
Which
real
is
smooth. That was real
weird, 'cause I'm
smooth.
pretty sure I had to get it because of periods. Because I had took him. We had went to get a haircut. I took him back to his crib, and I'm a real good friend with his mom too. I was talking to her, and she was sick. But she said her doctor told her it was bronchitis. But she was real adamant, 6 feet in the house. She was like 6 feet where you at. So we was probably about this far apart. So I wasn't even close to her. But the next day, Fears was like, "Hey, bro, my mom, tested positive. Make sure you go get tested." And I went and got tested, but my shit came back negative. Cause like I said, she was mad at me and Fears, like shaking hands and hugging. And she was like 6 feet. 6 feet. So yeah, and I other than that, I ain't really had no serious. I'm like, yo, I'm chilling at the crib, bro. Like,
Can you get into the mic for me?
oh yeah, for sure.
I can adjust that too if you need me to.
You want me to pull it out?
The little knob on the side.
Right here?
Small, yeah, you can pull that and then pull the pole down. Yep.
There we go.
But that's the main reason why I got my vaccine is for people who are more susceptible to it. Because I know my uncle got COVID and a couple other people I know got COVID. So I know I'm going to have to be around old folk eventually.
Right.
And they would like to stay around. So I'm not kidding. They would like to stay around and they want me to get the vaccine.
Yeah. And
so I get the vaccine for them.
I think my family is the same way. Like the older generation is just like, please get it to be safe.
Yeah, like,
and I'm like,
because it really is affecting them.
yeah, that's what it's
You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. And I think that's probably why India is probably getting rocked because their population is in that older generation.
Crazy. And the crazy thing about India, I thought they were as advanced as we were.
Nah, I think they definitely not. I think China might be, equal to more.
Yeah.
India, I don't. Yeah, they coming over here taking up the big jobs over here and stuff.
For real. They are.
Tech
that's
companies
facts,
and stuff, man. They really, ain't, like you said, they're just not advanced as we think over there.
But you don't have to get the vaccine.
I know I don't. I'm not going to get that shit.
They're looking for herd immunity. So in Nashville, like if you look at more of the Democratic states and areas, most of that population, they're getting vaccines. They're getting vaccinated at a higher rate than the rest of the country. Like there's already 2 states that are over 70% vaccinated.
I know Nashville, itself, though.
Nashville has a lot of vaccination spots because a lot of people are getting vaccinated.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So you wouldn't have to worry about it here, but go to bumfuck and you do got to worry about coronavirus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Nashville is definitely wide open, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Wide open. Like it looked like Corona was just never here, bro.
I mean, at the beginning of Corona wasn't here. They was calling No Massville.
Hey, yeah, that shit was funny as hell.
We went viral for all the wrong reasons.
Man,
They put us on Complex last night.
for real.
Oh, yeah, I seen that.
For
I
what?
mean, my boys, we went out last week.
And wide the fuck open.
We got a section and everything. And it just, like I said, it felt like summer all over again.
No, it's here already.
It's over, bro.
The city is already planning its 4th of July, all that.
Preds and Sounds game.
Preds-
Finna be at max capacity and stuff.
Preds finna get swept, man. I don't even know.
Dang, bro, why you
Damn, really?
We don't got to
They're-
talk about sweeps. My team's going to be one of those. So we just be
Preds
that
are
deep.
finna get swept, bro.
They not even gonna let y'all play
I
4
really
games.
hope the
either.
Preds
I'm
win.
just agreeing with you.
Look, though.
You said what?
They're not gonna let y'all play 4 games.
Look, man.
Why you say that?
They're better than us.
It's
What
a
you-
wash.
we down
It's a,
what
wa-
you mean?
it's
They
a
got
wash.
you.
That's a
I
wash.
think we back in Nashville for this next game. Hopefully they turn it up.
When they win, the downtown's 10
But
times
bro,
more fun.
but
bro,
Preds win.
You just see that they're just
Like
they're just
2017 when
better
they were in
than-
Oh
the
my
finals.
gosh, bro.
I ain't even been watching.
Man, look, man.
Just go downtown.
For
You ain't
one-
gotta watch the game. Just go downtown.
Honestly.
For
You'll
one,
know.
they ain't
And you'll
even
think
gonna
they
make the playoffs. They
You'll
should
think
win.
I was
win.
down there. No, when they went to the Stanley Cup that year.
Oh, yeah, you was down there?
Oh yeah, I was
Yeah, that
down
shit
there
was
every
hard.
night.
Hey,
That
they
shit
had
every
a
night.
run in the playoffs is like getting to
Every night.
But like,
Finals.
it was over with. They
We
kicked
was
it
down
up,
there.
They used up all the juice. That's what it
They
was.
used up all the juice.
We held down
Now,
RT too long, bro. We got the Gatorade Cup.
I'm
next
thinking
year.
gotta start over or something. I don't know. It's over with. But they getting their ass severely whipped.
Did y'all see that MLB was talking about?
Expanding here?
Yeah.
That's real.
Man, give me a fucking NBA team.
That's
Fuck
not.
that
That's
shit.
We're not getting
That's not
that.
happening.
Fuck that shit.
We're not
Yeah,
getting
dude, that's not
realistic,
happening.
man.
Hey, and I'll be honest, I don't want an NBA team because I went to school out in Houston. Houston has every sports team, I think. Traffic,
Yeah.
y'all think traffic
That's
bad
a
now.
bitch.
Wait till we get an NBA team. That shit.
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
bitch.
10 times worse,
82
bro.
games. And baseball already 100,000 games.
I don't even think they.
Because I think what they'll do is I think they'll move the sounds. I think the sounds won't be.
Why did they build that shit?
Right,
anyway?
I do not give a fuck about the sound.
I was
The
so
games
upset.
are fun.
They are fun.
The games are
You said
fun.
you was upset. Why?
Yes, because I feel like, bro, we literally spending all this money on the fucking sounds.
I want you to know Nashville
They
got a
can
lot
fix
of
up
money,
some-
bro.
They can fix. They can do a lot. I don't know. I'm like,
And it actually
Not
surprises
you
me.
gotta think it's not even
That
a
actually-
major league team. That's why I'm just
That
like
surprises me. Nashville has all this money, and we only have
That's what I'm saying.
three major league teams.
We got a soccer team.
That soccer team is.
And we
They go hard for
spend
that
on
shit. Yeah.
New sounds.
That's popping. And what's crazy is ever since the soccer team came here, we starting to realize that the demand for training for soccer has went up.
Really?
Yeah, we was looking at a few facilities, and one of the facilities we was looking at got bought out by a soccer program in California that's an academy.
Facility
Wow.
for what? What do you do?
I'm a trainer, kind of, sort of, not really.
Oh, my fault. This burn one.
Now let's dive into that. A trainer, you train.
Yeah, so I work.
ESF?
Yeah, I work with a brand called ESF, which stands for Evolve Sisu Fitness, man. If you go look up Sisu, you'll learn a new word today. I'm not going to tell you because then you won't go look it up.
How you spell it?
Sisu, Sisu.
All right.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I work with, man. Shouts out to the team at Evolve Sisu Fitness, man. But what I do is I kind of like, I'm behind the scenes now. I coordinate, I operate, I recruit, I engage, whatever they need me to do to get clientele and to put the brand out there. That's why I want to reach out to you guys, because I felt like if I get on the podcast, y'all got a certain clientele that we may not even know. So I felt like if I come out here and just say a few words, whoever listens to this, they're going to tap in. So and vice versa, you know what I'm saying? When I share this on my page, it's going to help y'all get out there a little bit more to people y'all might not know. So
hey, somebody uncles and somebody listening, you gotta have kids playing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For sure.
BT, I looked it up too. Hey, yeah.
Yeah. So you learned a new word, huh?
like it.
You fucks with it?
You fuck with
Shout
that.
out, shout out,
See,
bro.
hold on.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
We're not gonna say it, but we're gonna look this shit
Because if I
up.
tell you, you're not gonna look it up. I used to tell people about that when I used to read the Bible. I'd be like, yo, this verse is like really speak. They'd be like, what is it? I'm like, go read it, because then you'll read it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how you.
Hey, that's real.
Yeah,
That's real though.
So yeah, if you go look up Sisu, Sisu, you're gonna look it up. And if you're watching a podcast, you got a Google right in front of you. You might as well pull it
Fuck
up.
with that.
But yeah, man. So what we do, man, we do a bunch of.
I might have to get that tatted. I ain't gonna tat.
Damn, boy.
SISU.
SISU. God damn.
So
TJ used to this by me now.
13 times.
So what we do, man, is like I said, we really do a bunch of athletic performance training. My whole crew is Radir and Noor. Shout out to Radir, Steve Wilson, Willis. Yeah, shout out to all of them. Ruben, and I got a few more guys that we adding to the team. I got Akil and Noor, who's actually RJ. That's his younger brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why. Okay.
Yes, I got them. My boy Chris he's with me. And then we just added a lineman group to our group, so we can.
Really?
Yeah, shout out to Hunter and Byron, by the way.
Hey, shout out Byron.
Yeah. They have their own offensive lineman training, and I was just like, our goal is to be a one-stop shop, like for football. We damn near got every position except for quarterback, but we're about to partner with a quarterback company as well. But we do more than just football. We do, just like I said, if you're an athlete in general, or if you're just trying to get right in general fitness, man, if you hit me up, I swear I will put you in contact with the right people, man. We don't miss either. I guarantee you the proof is in the pudding. If you want it, you're going to come see it, man. So, but yeah, that's what I do, man. So, females, we got a whole line for y'all, flatter and fatter. That's Willis right there. He does a flatter and fatter, flat stomachs, fat asses, man. And that's what females like.
Hey.
That's what females like. So, but yeah, that's.
We appreciate your contribution.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely. But yeah, that's my boy Willis. And what he does is he does a bunch of boot camps.
They warned me about
group
you.
fitness and personal fitness training. That's what he does. Really good at it too, man. So a lot of dudes out here who cap and they rap, but Willis, he throwing up pictures for you to see that the products is legit, bro.
I testify for that one. I done seen Willis work, and
Seen his work.
Yeah,
I done seen his work.
And like for me,
I approve.
Oh yeah,
he got the Tube Leezy stamp.
Me, I'm the type of dude. If I'm not passionate about it, I'm not gonna sell it. But everything my team put out, like I said, we don't miss, bro. We 1,000 with ours. The athletes we got is legit. Yeah, the athletes we got is legit. We don't. And what's crazy is a lot of these dudes in Nashville, they'll take talent and put out talent, but it's easy to take a dude that's already cold and make them look cold. But we done took the worst of the worst and put them in situations to where they can go and do better for themselves. You know what I'm saying? And instilling confidence in kids who used to ride the bench. You know what I'm saying? Like now we show them that, dog, you can play. It's just you got to get it out of you. So like I said, the proof is in the pudding, bro. Like I said, we don't miss, bro. And I wouldn't. Anybody who know BT know it ain't no cap in my rap, bro. Like I stand by what I say. So Radier, when I tell you Radier is the best speed specialist in the state of Tennessee, I put my stamp on that. He's probably the easiest one for me to sell, just because he got it down to a science. It ain't no shortcuts to this. You want to be fast, you got to be taught by somebody who was fast, and Radier was fast. Mm-hmm. And like I said, if he can teach you to get to a straight line as fast as possible, you got to listen. And like for him, he doesn't just work with football athletes. I've helped expand his clientele to basketball, volleyball, track.
You the business man. Huh?
Man, look, I connect. I got connections that, you know what I'm saying. And then, like I said, I can sell shoes to a nigga with no feet. So it ain't nothing for me to sell athletes. But like I said, that's why it's easy for me to sell my team, bro. Just because I believe in everything that we got going on. And like I said, Nashville in general, I think we just got a bad rep of dudes trying to hustle. And like hustling is good, but I think the dudes that's doing it, they hustling wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be about the kids first and foremost. Money gonna come, you know what I'm saying? But if you're not about the kids, you kind of wasting their time, you wasting your time, and it's a scam. Like
I would assume that's an issue because Nashville is sort of a gold mine for athletes. Bro.
Yes, and like what's weird,
it's starting to show now too.
Like I said, we starting to put it
showing.
And I actually got one kid, bro. I've been training him since his freshman year. He's a 4-star. He's going to Georgia. Jordan James. Shout out to you, Momo.
Shout out to Jordan James.
Yeah, man. He's a dog, bro. I had him when he was a freshman because I coached over at Brentwood Academy in 2018, and he just did some shit, bro. And I'm just like, you well advanced for your age. And we just started working. Because my thing is, bro, if you think that you finna get better in 4 days of practice and game day, you're not finna make it, dog. Like this shit is, I got homeboys that's in the league, and when I tell you the grind don't stop, it literally will not stop. So I'm trying to show them what my goal is. If you in high school, my job is to get you ready for college. And if you in middle school, I'm trying to get you ready for high school. If you in college, I'm trying to get you ready for your pros. And that's how we operate. We take whatever you is and we try to elevate you. And we called it that, bro. Like I said, we don't miss, man. I guarantee you. Like, you can go look up any of the athletes that we got, and if they not starting, they about to. I got a crop full of 8th graders who might be playing varsity as freshmen next year. You know what I'm saying? And we've been working with them. We've been working with them since they was in 7th grade. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
oh yeah, bro. Now, yeah, like I said,
can you put the shout out the page for us?
The page is like outdated, but look, just go follow me at B_Taylor_gang_. And if you follow me, like I said, I'll connect the dots. That's what I do. My Instagram's full of DMs, and I get back to all of them because we want you to be great. Because if you look good, that make us look good. You know what I'm saying?
How long you been doing this?
I started training when like my last year of college football, bro. Like I kind of realized I'm not gonna go to the league. After my homeboys got to the league and I seen what they was doing, I was like, that's just not in me, bro. I was like, I don't want to go to the league. So I just started working with the dudes coming under me at college. I was like, let's get right. And I trained a bunch of dudes. I probably had about 10 dudes. I got them ready for CFL tryouts or pro days and stuff like that. So I really tapped into that. And when I got back home, I started coaching at Brentwood Academy. And I kind of picked back up there. Like I said, it was a bunch of kids who I told them, like, if you want to be great, this is what it takes to be great. This is how you get here. Started working out on Sundays, 3:30. I'll never forget because 3:30, I'm out of church. I mean, you should be out of church. You ain't finna do nothing. Come on, let's get this work. And we would hit it, bro. I mean, we started working for a minute. We won state that year in 2018. And then my groups went from about 5 or 6 kids to about 15, 20 kids. So now I add in Radier and Willis to the fold and Steve. I needed help. I was like, I can't do all these kids by myself. So what we started doing was it was group workouts. And like I said, we had to jump in, man. We had the weight room, we had the field, we had the track, and you getting everything at this point. And Willis, who really didn't even care about sports, I just need you to help me get them right, period. And he kind of took my concept from that group workouts and he'd applied to them boot camps. So if you see him with them college Saturdays and stuff, like I said, he kind of took notes from me. And like I kind of helped him run that too. But yeah, like he took that concept and he started doing his group workouts like that. And like I said, from there, bro, it just got bigger and bigger. And then I remember one day Steve hit me up and he was like, hey, can we come get some work on a Sunday? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, he came out there. We probably had about 25 kids. I was like, bro, we can make something out of this. And they had the brand. Radier and them already had the brand, ESF. And I just had it going. I ain't had no brand or nothing. I was just hustling is all I was doing. I would make like $200 on a Saturday, bro.
Yeah, clientele.
And the only reason I even started charging was because people was telling me, you know your worth, bro. Like, you got a product, sell it. And I would just tell the kids, man, bring $1. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm trying to help you get better. But that money started adding up. Push come to shove, I was like, let me take the brand. Y'all take the work. So I take the brand. Like I said, I can sell, dog. Like, I can go out here right now. I know for a fact I can recruit or whatever you want to call it, engage. I'm cold at that because I can talk. Remember, old head told me I had to gift the gab. That, like I said, I just go out there, I just started working, bro. I just started talking. Next thing you know, it's like, hey, can we come work with you? I'm like, man, hell yeah, pull up. First one free. If you don't like it, you ain't got to pay. That's how you get people right there. But when you come out there, if you don't like it, let me know.
Definition of proof in the pudding.
That's it right there. Because like I said, everybody that worked with us done come back. And if you left for a reason that you didn't tell me. And I hope y'all heard that. I'm talking to you. You left for a reason you didn't tell me.
Come on now, quit.
But like I said, man, like my whole team, bro, what I think is cool about us, bro, is I got a unit of guys that can work together. There's no ego. There's no riff. There's no disconnect. There's no discord. And that's hard to find, man. And
especially.
Yeah, most definitely. Especially, and like in the world we work in, bro, like where some dudes out here hustling kids for money and parents and stuff like that, like we not about that. Like we would do this for free. And
especially when the parent don't know no better.
Man, that's what I'm saying. Like, so for me, bro, it's like we would do this stuff for free. Even if we wasn't making no money, we would do this. But the fact that we can make money, like, Radir, that's his 9 to 5. So that's why I sell the clients to him the most. I'm like, bro, he got a family to feed. Mm-hmm. So whoever worked with me, I gave him to Radir. I was like, you got it, bro. I was like, make your money, bro. And Ruben and Steve, they kind of work together, or Wideout Crew, which is jumping, by the way. That's probably one of our breadwinners as well. They work specifically with wide receivers, but we got guys from pros all the way down to middle school, and they just go and get individual specific wide receiver work. And like from that concept, we kind of branched off and we have wide receiver work. We about to start DB work. We about to start O-line work. You know what I'm saying? So now once we get it, if we can find a home, which we are working on, it's a one-stop shop, bro. You pull up, get this work, you slide. Because I got fitness. If you want to just work for fitness, you can do that. If you want to just get faster or just become a better athlete, we can do that. But if you want to get better at football, we can definitely do that. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, it ain't no get rich quick scheme or nothing like that. Like, I ain't finna just tell you, oh yeah, you come in here 2 days, you're gonna be straight. Nah, nigga, put in a month. Yeah. If you're not fast within your month, you can have your money back. But I'm so confident in my team. I'm just so confident in my team. I can hear it. I can hear your voice. Yeah. It's to me, bro. Like what we got is just like blinking. You know it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? At some point, it's gonna happen. So
you got me wanting to tap into old high school days.
Man, that's what I'm saying. And like I said,
me.
but to me, the easiest part is selling it.
I'm about to get out here back on the damn flag field and go cook some niggas
bro,
again.
So like the wide receiver stuff, I played receiver in college. I literally just tapped in for about 2 weeks because I knew I was about to play flag, and like. Mm-hmm. That's how another reason I know they legit, because I've been through it, and which I switched my mode as a player, and I'm like, yeah, they know what they doing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't just, like I said, I wouldn't just sell it if I didn't believe in it. But my team is legit at every point, and if we weak, I make sure that we fortify at that point to where it's like, all right, you ain't there yet, but we finna get you there. Like the lineman dudes I was telling y'all about, they just now starting their brand. And their problem is they just don't have clientele. I said, oh, I can get you that. That ain't no problem. But also, let me help you get your business to where it's supposed to be. So the way we operate is ESF is the umbrella, right? Mm-hmm. Each guy got their own brand. Yeah. And we don't take no money from that. You know what I'm saying? Like we let them operate on their own. We tell them how to run. I mean, we just tell them what the end goal is, but the way you operate your business is how you're going to be successful. But they all tie into one brand. So like I said, ESF is the brand, but Wideout Crew is his own thing. Radir got his stuff called Speed Demons, where he just do a bunch of speed work. That's his thing. Steve got the Steve Wilson Performance, where he train athletes. Willis got Flatter and Fatter. The lineman got, it's called FHD training. Tap into that, by the way, all my linemen. FHD training, where they do straight offensive line work. And then I got a guy doing DB work. So like I said.
So I'm saying like on the Flatter and Fatter.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, has a like a more petite, you know what I'm saying?
Man, whatever. Listen, whatever a female wants, Willis is going to get them to there. And 9 times out of 10, if the female does not get there, it's on them. Because when I tell you he's the trainer that will text you before you go out, like, hey, I know you going out tonight. Don't be on your bullshit, your hot girl shit, drinking and this and that, because we got work. You know what I'm saying? He's that type of trainer. So, but if you, like I said, if you go look at Willis' profile and you go look at them before and after pics, it is 100% real. Ain't no Photoshop there, bro. He be turning them girls from, 2s to 10s. He got the 2s. He say, nah, and that's the thing, bro. Like, Willis is another thing I can sell easily because, like I said, the proof is in the pudding, bro. Like, I can't sit right here and sell something I'm not confident in, but I watch Willis work, and he'll die for that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if he wasn't getting paid tomorrow, he would still do that shit. But I'm trying to help. Like I said, I've been on the business side of those things as far as training, and I'm taking what I learned and applying it to the brand so I can make sure we just as good as everybody else.
So you say you have pro clientele as well?
Yes, we do, man.
What, you got any names you can drop?
Yeah. Tay Davis is my boy. Tay Davis, he plays linebacker for the Houston Texans. He just got sent out there. Ugo Madi worked with us before. He's worked with Radir anyway, who plays for the Seahawks. Who else? Derek Barnett plays for the Eagles. He worked with us. Yeah.
He went to
Yeah, that's my boy. That's my
Go
boy.
Vols.
Yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy. That's my boy, DB.
and Ramsey.
Yeah, both of them is my homeboys. I was with Jalen actually Sunday, hooping. But those are just a handful of pros. And then I know Radier works with he got a couple of pros who do track. I can't just throw the names off the top of my head 'cause I don't know them, but he works with them. He had a dude who just clocked top 10 in the world at his age group. Yeah, so that kind of raised Radier's bag. So if you're not tapped in, you missed that bus because when you got somebody to clock top 10 in the world, you doing something. Yeah,
the price just went up.
You're doing something right, bro.
Price just went up.
Like I said, the proof is in the pudding. Ruben, I don't know if he's worked with different pros. And pros is like a hit or miss. You know, some dude, it'd be like a dude in free agency. He'll come down, hit us up, get some work, and leave. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I might not have the time. He's got a bunch of like high end college players.
Yeah.
He just put out the #1 recruit at tight end. He's at Clemson right now. He early enrolled. He worked with him. I know Ruben's got a kid out at Rice University in Houston. Went as a freshman, but he's already playing and stuff. So. But the client, like I said, the clientele is always there.
I just asked that to get that out there to everybody.
Oh yeah, and what's crazy is, bro, is like I feel like the city of Nashville is sleeping on us, but they know. You know what I'm saying? Like they know we here. But clout is a big thing in this world, and some dudes will use fake offers as clout. They'll use pros as clout. Like me, I hate operating off the fact that we know pros. Like, don't come work with me just because I got a pro athlete. Come work with me because you want to get better.
Right.
We ain't out here taxing. You know what I'm saying? Like we know how the game go. We all been broke. We all come from single parent homes. So one thing I always pride about we not finna chase you to come work out with us. If I got 4 stars and 5 stars hitting my line to come work out with me, then the nobodies definitely should be hitting my line. You know what I'm saying, bro? And those are the kids I want the most to come out there. I could care less about the 4 and 5 stars. He good. He got offers. You ain't got nothing, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Those are the kids I be wanting to come work. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the whole point, man. I be telling the parents, and what every parent want to hear, I'm trying to get your son to go to school for free. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if he got you bubble gum to get there. Like, shit, let me teach that.
Just know, my son will be, when he a baby right now. But hey, in the years,
pull up.
I'm gonna keep your number.
We gonna be waiting. By then, we gonna have a home, a facility. He just
Nashville in good hands.
He gonna fall right into the academy, man. But yeah, that's the goal, man. And like I said, we winning on that too. I feel like you ever felt like a nigga was scared of you because he knew you was gonna be successful. I feel like that's how people like look at us now. They like, fuck.
They see that.
Yeah, and like
they feel it.
They feel it, bro. And I could tell in the conversations by the eye movements. I'm very observant, so I could tell. I'm light skinned too, so I know when a nigga is feeling insecure. You know what I'm saying, bro? So I can feel it, bro. So I hope they know. I like the fact that they know, bro. And like, I also want to we got a camp going on tomorrow. I've been wanting to do something for the community for a minute, man. And I was actually thinking about when the bombing that went down downtown. I was going to take my boys. The Sunday training we got is called Savage Sundays. I was thinking if we did like a service Savage Sundays type thing, like I just wanted to show. Because you more than just an athlete, man. Yeah. And I wanted them to portray themselves as such. So I was thinking about coming down to Nashville, cleaning up, but it's hard to get a bunch of kids to just collectively come and do that. Yeah. So what we doing tomorrow is we got a free camp, man. I got my whole clique, every position is covered. We just doing a free camp, and we threw the link out, and I was like, man, if we can get 30 kids to come, I was like, that's great. We've already hit 55 signups, and that's not even including walk-ups, man. So I was just like, damn, that shit was kind of mind-blowing. We did a partnership with Bone and Joint Clinic, which is a big thing for us because that's what we think we need. We need somebody to co-sign with us, and they actually went and supplied the shirts. So shout out to Bone and Joint. But yeah, like I said, we working, we scheming. Especially me, I'm always scheming. Like I said, when I hit y'all up, I Googled local Nashville podcast, and I sent like 8 other DMs. I'm like, hey, bro, man, yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, I knew
good to know.
No, yeah, I knew about y'all already. So like. This was like a week after because in my head I'm just like, shit, if they put me on, I can get on somebody else's podcast and do the same thing, bro.
It's a huge community.
But what got me is y'all was the only ones that responded, man. Everybody else just left me on
We respond to everybody.
I mean, it's crazy because like the big thing we trying to do right now is, me and TJ been talking about it is networking, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's how you do this
get
shit,
out
man.
there.
100%,
you can't do this
bro.
shit by yourself and trying to fake it out there, bro. You gotta meet genuine people that's doing the same shit.
Just stay quiet. I'm gonna just stay quiet.
Nah, yeah. So like, I sent out a handful of other texts. I'm like, shit. To me, it's like shooting your shot at a girl, bro. It's like they can only either say yes or no. That's it, bro.
And it was my
that's what I'm saying. That's it, bro. Shit. I just was slide. I'm just like, all right, man. You only got like 500 followers anyway. It's not like you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying, bro? And that's how I feel about this podcast, bro. Like the fact that y'all show me love, what the hell you think I'm gonna do, bro? Of course I'm gonna show y'all love. I already share all the first freestyles on the Brown one, so
yeah, and it's crazy because you was already mentioned on the show.
I was already here. I was already here.
You already been on the show.
But yeah, bro. And then like I be trying to be real supportive of just people that's local, just very, very Nashville city oriented. I'm all with that, man. Like,
so you came up in Nashville?
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm originally from Columbia, Tennessee. Shout out to 931, by the way.
All right.
931.
Yeah, I got family out in Columbia. My whole other side of.
Yeah, we gonna fuck around no more people than we think, man.
You
Columbia.
know anybody with the last name Parks?
Of course, bro.
Yeah.
Of course.
Ancestry, man.
But yeah, I was gonna say Columbia just a city, bro. If you fart, it's like everybody
smell it. Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's where I'm originally from, man. Obviously, you boys called it sports, so I found my way, quote unquote, to Brentwood Academy, man. And probably by my freshman year, my 8th grade summer coming into my freshman year, we moved up to Nashville, and yeah, I've been 615 ever since, though, man.
So you played like Little League and all that shit?
In Columbia, yeah.
Okay,
Played football, played basketball.
Which college you go to? Because I was looking at that. I
went to Houston Baptist out in Texas. It's a small D1 FCS, kind of like Tennessee State, but it's out in Houston. I had all the local offers. I had TSU, who tried to hold me, by the way.
Hold on. TSU do that a lot.
TSU do that a lot, bro.
A lot. They do that a lot.
Damn, just when I was getting ready to start trying to be a fan.
Man,
Coach,
I know.
I like I said, I ain't trying to say my names, but the guy, one of the guys, dads I knew the head coach at the time, and we met him at a BA game. He was like, "Yo, this is Brandon Taylor, starting receiver." And like I said, I got clout at this point. It's not like I'm a nobody. I got probably about 2 offers at this time. And he was like, "What's your ACT score?" And any college kid should know. Anytime a coach asks you something like that, he trying to figure out if you're a liability. Because if your ACT score is low, he not finna offer you, or he finna hold you. And what I mean by that is, we could probably get you a partial. And that's what he did with me when he found out that I got a decent score in my ACT. He was like, "Yeah, we could probably work something out." And the dude that I was with was like, "Work something out." He was like, "Bro, he all state." Anyway, push come to shove, I went to the All-Star game. Tennessee, it's like the Tennessee East versus West All-Star game. And showed my ass, bro.
Showed your ass.
Yeah, I broke the record for most return yards in the game. I cribbed the opening kickoff return, and I cribbed the opening kickoff return out of halftime.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, Mike, what you be saying? Don't talk your shit. Talk your shit.
I was definitely cold, man.
Talk your shit. Let them know.
On this line.
TSU known for that, too.
And that's what I'm saying. What's crazy is, so probably after the All-Star game, I blew up a little bit more. You know, got a few more offers and whatnot. And then at that point, I had committed. Because, you know, the recruiting game, you got to commit now, kind of hold your spot. And I was kind of holding out on some bigger schools, like such as WKU. I really thought they was going to pull the trigger. But they was real. They told me they was looking at me in the JUCO. And when it come down to that, it's just like whoever they feel like fit the mold at that point. So I had committed to Houston Baptist at the time. I went out there. Shout out to HBU because my visit was lit. It was the first time, you know, your boy went to H-Town. And it was everything like the movies, bro. Like, I went to the hood, strip club. I went to the strip club, man. We did it all. It was fun. But for me, I had committed. I'm sitting at the in-home visit with my coach from Houston, and my phone is just blowing up, bro. One of the schools was Tennessee State. Yeah, we'd like to offer you a full ride. I was like, you hold that, cuz I'm cool on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because to me, it was just like, we tried to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Before it got real, we tried to tell you. So, but yeah, I got them offers. Went out to H-Town, man, did my thing, played my 4 years, and slid.
If you a genuine person, you don't make a genuine offer to start, it's already broke from there.
It's a wrap.
Because this a vibe. The vibe's already ruined.
And like we sat down, like I sat down with you personally and tried to tell you, you know what I'm saying, and you didn't want to hop on that wave. So it's just like, I mean, it's cool. Like, no disrespect.
I respect the fuck out of that too.
But what's crazy is one of my homeboys went to TSU, and if he would have told me, I probably would have went.
Really?
Yeah, just because I'm just like, damn, Houston is kind of far, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man. But I felt like that was my best opportunity to grow. You know what I'm saying? They always say you got to be uncomfortable to grow. So I was uncomfortable to the fact that I went out there with nobody, no family, no friends, none of that. So went out there, respect. But I mean, like I think me and bro talked about it earlier. You know, the way we grew up fast anyway. So it wasn't like I wasn't even staying with my mom my last 2 years of high school anyway. So and not even like she a bad parent or nothing. It's just at Brentwood, man. You know, shout out to the white folks that take you in, man. And the way I seen it is like if they was taking care of me, that's one less mouth my mama got to feed. So I did what I had to do, and I stayed there. They ain't worried about me. I wasn't a bad kid. Like I said, I didn't smoke, I didn't drink, nothing. I really took care of all the homies, made sure they was straight, furious.
The way Furious and Cam explained it, they said they didn't really know how to play football until they got to private school.
For me, like I said, growing up, I was cold. I was already cold, but when you get there, it's like
yes,
you cold. You cold. But at BA at that time, BA showed me how to be badass. Because when I get there, I don't know if y'all heard of Una football.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give a shout out to Una football.
No. We gonna give a big shout out to Una football. You feel me? I'm a Una alum. Una alum.
They know I'm the number one hater. So growing up in Little League, Una was the baddest Little League program of all time. Like, easily could do a 30 for 30 who come out that program. So, I didn't know this, though. So, I get to BA, and, like, it's some headhunters out there. And, like, for me, I never was a diehard football fan. I was a hooper, you know what I'm saying? But going out there and seeing the way these boys attack football, I'm just like, cuz, what the fuck? Like,
nah, like, bro, at Una,
bro.
we used to hit.
Yeah, they used to die. They'll die.
We used to hit.
And to me, bro, and what's crazy is Radier, the one that does the speed specialist stuff, him and his brother are from that Una.
Yeah,
clans.
yeah.
But anyway,
I played with Akil.
Okay, yeah, that's my brother right there, man. Shout out to Akil. But just seeing the way they attack football, shell shocked the fuck out of me, man. I was just like, sheesh. But for me, it's just like you put me in that environment. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come back with the pack. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't no bitch. So I definitely held my own. But just to let you know, bro, like, so we take a team picture. They was like, if you play Una football, come over here. Literally, 60% of the black kids got the fuck up, went to the Una picture, and they did like a whole Una picture. But like I said, if I would just throw some names out, like, first of all, Ramsey,
Jalen, Derek.
Derek played for Una. And like I said, all them dudes at that time was cold. And like I said, you ain't got no choice.
Like, most of the Una, they played college football.
Literally, whoever I will, unless you just was thugged out, bro. I would say probably about 80% of that group probably played at least a higher level of football after high school. But like just to your point, like I said, I was cold, but I got up there. They showed me how to be badass, and from the ground up, like as a nigga, you just running, you just fast. You know what I'm saying? No form or nothing like that. But literally, bro, they made us toe the line, knee up, toe up, hip and pocket, form running. So I went from fast to fast as hell. One thing you can't teach is juice. I had juice. So, but that's what BAC, they see that. It's like, all right, we can teach them the rest.
Yeah.
They instilled that in me. And like I said, just, you know, off of that conversation that I was saying, like we was talking about, but I think private school is just what you took and what you made out of it. You know, regardless of circumstance, like people say private school is racist. Well, racism is everywhere, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, and how you deal with that, that's on you. So for me to sit right here and tell people I had a bad experience at BA, cat, bro, I can't. High school was probably the best 4 years of my life. And just with the boys I had, Furious included, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like we made the most of it. And football was definitely a big part of that. Like that gave me a sense of entitlement. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know who I play for? You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like at that point in time where we was, if you wore BAs, like niggas stopped and looked at you. I know for a fact, track meets, Radier's senior year, so that was my sophomore year. That was like my first taste of varsity anything. And we just got these fly ass track jackets with the pants because we just won state. Man, I'm talking about anytime we warmed up, you get to see niggas like, that's BA. Because the way Radier comes from a track background, like I told y'all. So the way this dude warm up, he looks like a pro. We used to just follow Radier. Whatever that nigga did, we would do. And like, if you got somebody like that, you know what I'm saying? Radier, like he's big, swole. You seen the picture. He's been like that since high school. So you got this big dude doing A skips, and he look quick and he look twitchy.
Everybody else
started doing that shit. Like people used to, when we show up, people know it's rap. Like relay sprints, we got that on lock, right? And we would see people working on their handoffs. Then we spent that whole week in practice working on handoffs. So we good. We just getting loose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when we get out there, we would beat people just off the strength of our discipline. And I tell my kids this all the time: ain't nothing worse than a team full of disciplined niggas. Untouchable, dog. Man. And that's why Bama is cold. Yeah. Bama got a whole bunch of niggas, but Saban got not even on the racist stuff. He got them in line, but it's not like they just the proof is in the pudding. He ain't win them rings for nothing.
Yeah.
He know it works.
Exactly.
They buy in. They like
and BA.
Whatever you say.
Exactly. That's it. We're trying to get to the league.
I'm trying to eat.
And that's how at BA, that's kind of was the same philosophy. Everybody trying to make it. You know
like you pitch the same way he do, because the way he pitched, that they leaked out one of his pitches or whatever. He was like, as soon as all these other coaches start off there telling you, you know, you'll start immediately here. Mm-hmm. That's when I know they lost because it's competition here. And then right after is when I can't remember which player it was that came out and was like, man, yeah, it's more competition in Bama than it is in the actual fucking games. I was like, man,
I bet.
That don't sell you right there. You ain't hungry. Period.
I was talking to Jordan James, the one who was actually who committed to Georgia, and Bama was his top two. It was Bama and Georgia. Me and Radier, we was making a bet on where he would go, and just based off what he said, like the way he was talking, I was like, yeah, you might want to go to Georgia, bro. And
I mean, it's like that at Georgia. I don't want niggas to like just sleep.
No. Georgia.
He a Georgia fan.
It's combat Georgia.
I think for him to go to Georgia, like I wanted him to go to Georgia, one, because Georgia gonna play all three backs.
Yeah.
Even the freshman running back y'all had this year, he played.
Yeah, everybody get the
That's what I'm saying. Everybody gonna get the rock. And even as a puppet, Georgia, I was like, if you get in and go stupid one game, you good.
Yeah.
And at Bama, I was like, you still gonna be good. You just gotta wait. Because that's how they do. They got 3 other 5-stars, and they probably competing. Go ahead and get that red shirt, develop, get better, come back to the crib, develop, get better, and all you need is 1 season.
Yeah, Alabama, you only get.
That's it. And, but that, if you look,
that's all you need.
If you look, though, all them dudes
but
that
by that 1 season come,
they go stupid. Yeah, that's what I said. Cuz been working behind the scenes for them 2, like you said, for them 2 years. So he get that 1 season. Oh, he gonna put up some numbers, bro. He gonna put up some numbers, and that's all. And that's the thing. The league is, if you have 1 good year, that's all I need, bro. Save your body, man. Especially as a running back, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
You
never know. You a play away from
1 player away.
Yeah.
So I just was like, man, it's a win-win. I told him I think you go league regardless of where you go. And he's got that mindset of I'm starting from the bottom of the totem pole again. And I was like, but shit, let's work. So we started in first place.
That's fun.
That's what I'm saying. He likes that. He embraces the grind, which is why he's one of my favorite kids to work with. I have no shame saying that. Because if my 4-star works, he hit me up all the time. He just had surgery. Hey, I'm coming up Sunday. I was like, bro, are you clear? Can you even come work yet? But the fact that he's ready, that let me know, like, if he can keep that mindset, bro. And as a trainer, bro, every trainer has that 1. You need 1 to blow, 1 to put you on the map. You know what I'm saying? You need him just as much as he needs you. And I think Momo my 1, bro. He got clout. Like, I remember I coached him his freshman year at Brentwood Academy, right? I left that summer to go to BGA to coach. I followed one of my coaches. I get there. They're asking me, hey, did Momo actually do this? Did he actually do that? And I'm just like, how y'all know about that? That's the stuff that happened in practice. So for him to have stories like that, guess who we play for?
Who?
Una. He played for Una when they was like feared. The last time they was feared. He played with Akil and them youngest brother.
Okay.
Yeah. But, and then they transitioned to Crimson Tide. Crimson Tide is like the new big organization. That's
what Una is now?
Basically, the whole staff that was at Una when y'all was there.
Yeah, because it was some shit some shit
Crimson Tide? Like Bama?
Baby Bama, man. And they cold.
Man.
So they evolved like a Pokemon or something?
Basically, bro. That's exactly.
I mean, it's the same exact program.
All of me is so disgusting right now.
It's the same dudes that ran that Una program. They're over at Crimson Tide, and like they push them out.
Something you said earlier that they need a 30 for 30. You're right about that.
Exactly.
I think that should happen soon.
I'm telling you, if somebody was to just because Una has a story from like top to bottom, like starting from the bottom, going to the top of the totem pole, and then crashing. That's Miami, like the U. I think they would have that same type of storyline, bro. And like I said, if you just go and look who came out of Una, the players, and they have clout, dog. And I don't know, the only teams I could think of that probably maybe have the same stories, you would have to go to like Florida and Texas to find.
Right.
Nashville and Una put a lot of dudes on.
And it's crazy because people don't look at Nashville like a city.
Hey,
like that.
I'll put it like this: it's on standby too. Because if somebody don't start that shit in a month, I'm gonna be on that shit.
We really might need to. We might need to redact all of this.
I did a documentary on.
I said we might need to redact all of this shit.
Oh yeah.
I played for Hillsborough. Yeah, we got 13. They had Kyle Phillips.
Yeah.
Tyler was a Una kid.
Yeah, Tyler Smith. Yeah.
So
but that
Kyle was Una.
No.
I said Kyle NFL. Shout out to the boy.
He was a Bordeaux Eagle.
I
shout out to him.
Hey, if somebody don't jump on that shit, fuck that shit. Hey, especially y'all know Jalen.
Look, we just gonna keep it quiet. Look, we ain't trying to talk about it too much.
That shit, we can start this shit before the episode comes out on Monday.
We can make some money off of fuck Netflix and ESPN is doing all that shit.
Bill Simmons and all that.
This episode might get pushed back, Rodney. 1 week.
This needs to be a Primetime Productions.
We're gonna start this shit before Monday.
It's legit, and like I said, I don't know what they did, bro, but it's just like everybody who came out of there is like I live, eat, breathe, and shit football, bro. And they carry, and BA had the pipeline for the longest. Like damn near, like I said, majority of the kids who was cold at Una ended up at BA, but like I said, the pipeline kind of phased out, and now like I said, Crimson Tide, they're the ones that they run the state. From what I've seen, anyway, I could be capping because I know it's a bunch of teams, but from what I've seen. I don't know if they just got kicked out of their league for winning too much, from what I read.
So they're on some Una shit.
Okay. Una got bounced out too because Una had to travel to play everybody and was winning those games. Una went to Florida and won.
We went to Nationals and won.
So that's what I'm saying. Like that, and what people don't understand, that's a hard thing to do, bro. That's a hard thing to do.
Ski. Yeah, we went to Nationals and won.
They was legit,
hey, y'all cold.
They was definitely legit. And when literally I scored against you the one time, and I hold that to the because that's hard. That's hard.
It is hard.
So, like I said, but what I found out when I grew up and I played basketball with Tyler Smith and Ed and all of them, all of my dudes on my team played for Una. I said, ooh, you bastards. Y'all done snuck me in the fold. So
you
know
were
Coach
on her,
Patton?
huh?
No, Coach Patton?
Yeah, that's what I played for.
Yeah, that was my AAU coach.
So you played for the Bandits.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, I was on the Bandits, bro.
Okay.
So you played on Tree and bro.
Yeah.
I went and tried out for y'all. And I was like, hey, y'all motherfuckers.
Hey,
hoop.
let me tell you.
I ain't gonna
Hold on. Let me tell you about tryouts. First of all, Coach Patton had that tryouts to please the community.
Right.
But he knew
what he was picking.
Because you remember, I don't
And
know.
the way he spoke to the people, like the way he spoke to us was so fucking real. I was like, hey,
I don't know.
yeah, I'm being real,
When
bro.
they came-
I was like,
Yeah.
God damn it, bro. I wish I could get in this shit. I knew I wasn't gonna play though.
It was like one of them things, bro. Like if you on the team, you kind of just know.
You knew.
You just pulled up
Yeah.
the practice, and the gym is super deep, and he was like, "All right, well, dude's finna try out." Because Patton would go and pull a trash can in the middle of the court. We not finna touch a ball, dog. We finna run, and we would run, and we would run, because we was in shape. So like the dudes, that would be like the first part of it, and he would just weed your ass out. Then you pick up the basketballs, but now you got to guard dudes like Ed, you got to guard dudes like me, you got to Tree. And
That
we,
shit's a motherfucker,
and that's what I'm
too.
saying. We was
I
busting your
guarded Ed in
ass,
high
bro.
school.
We would come out there.
See,
trying
I
to kill
played
you.
for the Flames for 1 year.
That's funny. I just remember all the local teams. Like we used to just try to run through each other, put up as much as we could.
I think
Y'all
we played
was
each
cold
other
as
in
shit, bro.
Memphis
I
1 year.
Oh, of course.
I think we played each other in
I'll
Memphis
never
1
forget
year.
that. It was, I only went one time, but I remember that one time.
You know,
These
y'all know who played on that
motherfuckers.
team that's in the league? Jordan Bone, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jordan Bone who played
Big
for
shout
UT.
out to Jordan Bone,
Yeah, that's
too.
my brother, man. His whole family. I'm close with all of them. Man, his story was wild, bro.
Yeah, that was lit.
So
He
look,
gets you to your heart, bro.
if we was 13, Jordan played for us when he was about 10 or 11 and was the leading scorer on our team. He was little too, like, but Cuz could score he could just he was really.
You don't know how happy I was in the age group that I was, because 1 year behind, I went to head. 1 year behind, I would have not even seen no clock, because him and fucking it was another kid there.
Little light skin.
Yes, and they was raw.
He play OFC. That's
I already know Luke. I sat behind. I don't know if you know Luke Dixon, but
Yeah, I know Luke. That's my homie.
So Luke started. I was just backup. If Jordan was there, bro, I wouldn't have seen the motherfucking floor. Bro, I'm being real. I was like, hey, I
I
appreciate
really
you
wish
being
we had
1
a
year
camera
behind
on
my
this
ass.
nigga, bro.
Oh my god,
Hey,
bro.
He was on our team, bro.
I'm gonna keep it real.
He's always, like I said, always been cold. His family went through BA. We thought he was coming to BA. We was about to have like the whole Bandits at Brentwood Academy, and he wound up going to Ensworth. No bad blood there.
Hey, he cooked my ass in Ensworth too, because we played them when I was in Hillsboro.
Now, yeah, he got busy.
They JV team, boy. They goddamn ran our ass.
What's crazy is I don't feel like people really gave my boy his flowers till he got to UT and really let that UT
Started
team.
going
Hell yeah.
Like, he's always been like that for me. He's always been a bucket. He's really good at what he's do. I'd be glad when somebody in the league give him his spot, because he's killing the G League right now, bro.
Man, because
I
I
was
was
talking
mad
about
that
it.
they sent them down.
Man,
Really,
for sure.
I
I felt like he was
sports
balling.
I think
podcast
what it
and we
was, he
talking
went.
about that
He had
shit.
went to the Magic, but I think the Magic really wanted to like invest in Cole Anthony.
Yeah.
which I get it. That's who they use their draft pick on. But I mean, you should have Jordan.
Yeah, because when they went and got Dennis Smith, and I was like,
Yeah, it was a
like I kind of understand it, but like fuck, bro, you got to give somebody like a real shot. It's hard sometimes.
He's a
in the
true
NBA, bro.
Jordan Bone is a true point guard who can get a bucket when
Man.
necessary. He
Unselfish as fuck,
He
bro. And that's
averages averages 20 something in G League, and I'm just like,
he definitely gonna get another
that's
shot.
what I said. He ain't
Hey,
gonna be
maybe
that
my
long.
Celtics can wise enough, because bro, we be having hella injuries and we don't have. Hey,
I was
we
slick like him
apparently
as a
feel like we
backup
can't
point
use
guard
IT,
for us.
So goddamn it, let's go get somebody.
Somebody,
Fuck.
man.
I mean, it could be a Seth Curry situation. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah,
Seth Curry had to go through his lumps and bumps in the G League for a few years, really.
Yeah,
he had
and
to average 40 for like.
He got the dog in him. That's all that's
Yeah,
important. So
I'm
that if
gonna
you got the
say-
dog in him, you gonna stay there. It's gonna
I
get
think
your
what
shot
it
too.
is, just talking to my boys that's in the professionals in general, they always say you got to find the right system. And I feel like that's what it is. I just don't think he found his home yet, bro. And once he do, it's going to be like one of them Fred Van Fleet stories where he get a ring and they're going to be like, well, he's been in the G League grinding. Like, man, he been good. Y'all just not good.
Right.
Y'all
Y'all was
sleep.
sleep.
Yeah.
Y'all was
We wasn't
sleep.
sleep. We ain't
No,
sleep. 'Cause
hell no, Nashville definitely not sleep. I was talking about this at the barbershop, bro. There's a lot of dudes putting on for the city, man.
Man,
A
all
lot
the
of
Mookie
oh my
another
God,
one.
bro. My story about Mookie is like when I first got to Nashville, I used to hear his name all the time, bro.
Because the nigga was good at everything.
He was good at everything, bro. And like I would always see his face in the paper, and like me as a light skin, seeing a light skin killing, and I'm just like, that's probably our God. You know what I'm saying? That's probably our God. That's who we worship. So. And he was, like I said, when they said he was cold at everything, like bro was cold at track, basketball, bowling, football. And I didn't even know he was cold at baseball. I knew he was cold at everything else. And then in the paper it said Mookie chooses UT, and I was like, what? And then he didn't even go to UT. He went straight to the league.
Ended up going straight to the
Shitty
league.
about
Thank
that.
God. Thank God.
Fuck y'all.
Thank God. I was
Fuck
mad he didn't
y'all.
go. I was mad he didn't choose Vandy over UT. I ain't
Fuck
gonna
y'all.
lie.
Fuck Vandy. Go Vols.
Mookie definitely putting on for the city, man, and that's just one. But we talking about just across like basketball and football, like they really putting on, man. Board. Yeah, we everywhere, bro. Like Jalen Ramsey, shout out to the boy J. Ramsey.
Metro needs you. I ain't gonna cap.
Jalen the best corner in the league, bro.
Cause hey, yo, the way like you done sold me, bro. Like this first day I've met you, obviously, you know what I'm saying. But like, hey, your proof is, hey, you selling.
It's there, bro.
You selling.
It's
Metro
there.
needs you too,
it's there,
cause
bro.
It's so much talent through Metro,
Man,
bro.
And, bro, we was talking about it, and I was
much.
I'm trying not to say no kid's name, but this one cat, bro, Cole. I probably holler at y'all like off the podcast, but super cold, super talented. Could the sky's the limit, but I just got word that he thugging like that. I'm fighting and I'm just like, bro, somebody needs to be like, cuz this ain't it. This ain't what you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
You want to know? Because that made me think about something I was thinking about the other day. Pearl. Jesus Christ.
It's Pearl and Hillsborough, though. Both of them, bro. It's a ridiculous amount of talent.
Pearl is
historically. Pearl, like, you're talking about Hillsborough from, like, the stint that you know Hillsborough from.
Pearl is definitely got it, bro.
Pearl over the, like, course of history.
They got clout, bro. And it's sad, bro, because I'm just like, fam, if you think that thugging is going to get paid, make it to the big leagues, cuz. Make it to the major or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
The potential in these communities is
bro.
crazy.
And that's why, like I said, we scheming on getting a facility, bro, because I feel like that's where we win at some point. It's just when it comes down to relationship, I'm competitive as hell. But I can also speak to these kids on the same level as them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't never try to come off. To me, I took that step back from training because I know as an athlete, it's hard to look as your trainer, as your homie. So I took that step back so they could look at everybody else as a trainer and they look at BT as big bro. Because I want you to come holler at me, even if it ain't sports. Like me and Momo, we always say that our relationship extends way farther than football. Like we family. And that's how I want all my kids to look at me. Like if I can't go holler at coach, I can go holler at BT. Because like I said, that mentoring role is very crucial, man. It's very vital. And I feel like a lot of
that's why we was cold.
Yeah, bro.
We had it our junior year with, if you're familiar with Jamie Graham.
Of course I am.
You always got to have that liaison, like
whole reason we went
between
to state,
the coach
I'm
and
trying
the
to tell you,
players.
he didn't let us cut no corners.
Exactly,
because
bro.
like you had that respect because you knew he was a coach. He was your coach, period.
Right.
But he was, young enough and also, clowning around with us a little bit.
Bro.
So when he would catch, B. Wilson and they would try to cut corners at first. He came here, he cut that shit quick, bro.
Yeah.
They got it, and that's look how cold we got, bro.
Exactly.
They senior year, they was going to be. Brian Wilson was averaging like 2 or 3 threes a game, bro.
Yeah.
And he was in the run every time. Couldn't no team stick with us because we was in shape, outrunning everybody.
That's how it be.
All because Jamie Graham, he would not let us cut no corners.
And that's how I'm the same way, bro. Like first thing we tell them, like I'm thinking about implementing a contract for grades. Because hey, you need a 2.5 to get a scholarship. So you need a 2.5 to work out with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like if we don't hold our kids to a standard, the school ain't going to do it, man.
Right. So what are we really doing?
That's what I'm saying. So to me, I'm just like, bro, we got to make sure that we win in all areas. Because like I said, as a recruiter, I know that game as well. The first thing they want to see is your transcript. Because if your grades is suspect, you're a liability at that point. Like me putting you on my team is going to hurt our... Because schools also get paid based off the grades that the athletes put out. So you got to think, they think in business minded too. And if I see straight C's and D's, you can't really help me. So, and then from what I learned, like they'll pull the strings for one, like a generational type talent, like Cuz running 4.1s or something, you know what I'm saying, something stupid, and like they'll pull the strings for him because like we really need him. But at the same time, like I said, if I'm making a business decision, like if Cuz can do the same thing as you and make better grades than you, why would I not take him?
Right.
He can maintain his scholarship, and like I said, that's why we try to get our kids to figure that shit out now. Like let's go ahead, go through the bumps and bruises in high school, so when you get to college, bro, it's smooth sailing. And like I said, shout out to BA because they prepared me more than just athletically. Academically, I was well ahead of everybody. Mm-hmm. Like I had homeboys in college telling me like they would pass me because I was cold at football. But you can't write a 3-page paper. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, you do know at some point football going to be done, right? Like it could be tomorrow. And like that's how I used to always operate. And dudes ain't trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody trying to hear that, which I get it. But at the same time, bro, what you at college for? We had a small, FCS Division I school. It's not like pros is just coming knocking at the door, and we getting our asses kicked. So I'm just like, shit, let me get this degree because I'm at a private institution. This degree gonna carry some weight. Oh yeah. So, like I said, just trying to get them kids to figure that shit out now, and that's why I'm hoping we get this facility in the Nashville area because that ain't gonna do nothing but extend my reach. You know what I'm saying? And if I could pull in a bunch of kids out of the street, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, bring your ass in here and work out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think that'll just help them out. Like I said, I could do this shit for free. But them kids I was telling you about go to said school, and when I tell you, like I said, I don't cap, bro. When the cousins, he cold. And I hate telling kids that. I'm always humbling kids, like, nigga, you suck, or you didn't have a good game, or something like that. But he could be dangerous in any aspect of the game he wanted to. But like I said, to hear that he thugging, I'm just like, who gonna be the one to tell him that?
Yeah.
And then he got clout too, so it's not like I can just slide in his DM and
Yeah.
be like, hey, bro, chill out.
Yeah.
So,
That'd be the worst part.
Yeah,
Fuck
bro.
that. You better reach out because hey,
Yeah, he knows. Like I said,
We know a similar situation of
A few.
some talents that could have
bro,
really been
could
there.
have really been. And I feel like it's a lot of, like I said, after everybody got that one kid that who could have been cold. And like I said, I've been with them dudes who was cold and stuck with it, such as a Jalen Ramsey or Derek Barnett. Like I watched them go through it and seeing what they had to do to make it. And like people ask me all the time, has Jalen always been like that? Yes, but he worked for that though. Like Lamont,
Like a motherfucker.
Yeah, his pops was a
Like a mother. I used to train with Jalen for a little bit.
Bro, Jalen used to do 3 a days when we had 2 a days. He would go work out in the morning with his pops, come work
His
out with
daddy
us,
ain't
go back
bullshitting.
home and work out again.
His daddy ain't bullshit.
He don't take, and that's what I'm saying. Like, and Jalen, like, first of all, he's a generational talent, but like I said, it's not like he just woke up and was cold, bro.
Right.
Like he like he said, Lamont made sure he put his foot in his ass to make sure his son succeeded. And I feel like if that was implied everywhere else, we would have a lot more Jalen Ramseys coming from Nashville. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like in Florida, bro, like the community supports the athletes, but they good enough like in the classrooms as well because they want to see them dudes succeed. And it's like it's hard to say that for Metro, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not in Pearl, so I can't say I don't know what the school system is doing there, but I know sometimes it's designed for them to fail. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got the funds. I was just talking to the head coach of Laverne, and I asked him what was the hardest part about trying to get development and kids out of Laverne into better situations. He just said funding. I'm just like, shit. How what you tell the coach then? Like, you bring him all the talent in the world. Like he got a kid. He actually got a kid that's actually really good, who I used to hear a lot about. I said, where he going? He said Bethel.
Damn.
And I said, well, is he small? He said, no, he's 5'11", 175. I said, dude, that's perfect height for college football, Division I.
Yeah.
And like I said, if he putting up the numbers I'm thinking he putting up, there's no reason he should be at Bethel. No diss to a Bethel, but it's just certain talent that shouldn't be there. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'm just like, how can we help these kids be better? What can we do to navigate? And like my biggest thing, first and foremost, is if you're going to go to school, you're going to school for free. If they tell you got to run this rock to play this ball, man, tote that thing. Because like I said, I didn't like college football. I didn't want to play football. I wanted to go to school to hoop. But when that Division I came knocking, I just was like, shit.
Might as well.
Man, as long as my mama ain't got to pay nothing, I'm cool with it, bro. I'll do what you need me to do.
Right.
So I turned down, like I said, my first love was basketball. I turned down a couple of offers for basketball, like D2s. And I got caught up in the Division I, Division II hype. But if I could go back, I would definitely do the basketball. Because that was my love, you know what I'm saying? Because I be telling dudes all the time, you better make sure you love football if you go play college. They do not be capping about that shit being your job, bro. Like, you got to do everything to succeed and on the field, but you still have to be a student. This is why that's why I'm very pro them getting paid. You know what I'm saying? It's hard because we had to hustle to we had to go work at Walmart just to make some money to live off of. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm very all for them making money off their images because, like I said, they'll throw your face up all over the school, but you ain't gonna make no bread off of that. So, like I said, I'm all for them kids getting paid, man. All for it, 100%.
when I was in college at Nashville State, I had to write a paper on should college athletes get paid. And at first, I planned on writing it as they shouldn't. I read into it, and I went back to my teacher. I was like, is it too late for me to change it to they should be paid? And she was like, no. I was like, yeah, because that's some flat bullshit.
It's a grind, bro. It's a grind physically and mentally, man. I know for a fact, like, even from my standpoint, I struggled a lot mentally. Like I said, I'm in Houston with nobody, getting my ass kicked. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit just took a toll on me mentally, bro. And I just... Maybe some bread would have used to, you know what I'm saying? Money can't buy you happiness. I'm like, shit, it can buy me something, though. You know what I'm saying? So,
and athletes bring in
something's
enough
better than
revenue.
nothing,
enough
bro.
revenue.
You can't be making that much money off somebody and not give
something.
Like, that's just ridiculous.
Something. And I feel like, bro, like I said, if they start, and I don't know if y'all, I keep up with the stuff heavy, but they're finna start a prep league for high schoolers to get paid in Atlanta.
Really?
Yeah, it's called Overtime. Y'all know Overtime?
Yeah, I know.
Sports program.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got a league called Overtime Elite, and it's gonna be
Really?
they just got kids. They got like 3 5-stars or 2 5-stars that just signed on. They like 16, 17 years old, but they're foregoing their amateur status to get paid.
Okay, because that's what I was about to ask. Is that
they foregoing all of that because they can get shoe deals. They can make money off of their face and stuff, and they're getting paid by the school,
which is kind of crazy though. Now, even though like you're able to get paid, well, since they're moving towards paying
that's
athletes.
why colleges got to do that now. It's because you got leagues like the Overtime Elite or the G League who can come offer the kid out of high school, $500,000. So it's like colleges got to do something.
Yeah, and then it's only some colleges can pay their athletes.
Yeah, and that's why I was thinking. I'm just like, bro, I feel like some schools going to use that in recruiting, like Alabama. I can bring you $500,000 right now, easy. You know what I'm saying? Whereas a small school like a TSU, what they going to offer? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, shit.
Yeah, they just get that $500 million. They better be able to offer something else.
They better do something with
that. You know
that.
their image and likeness too. So as long as like,
but that's what I'm saying. But a kid, you gotta think about
that's
it.
on the popular.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Then those whoever's hot here in TSU, he still won't be making as much as the kid that's hot at Alabama. You know what I'm saying?
Like how much money is Master P's son making right now?
Exactly, and that's one of the things I'm thinking about. I'm just
it
like,
don't matter what he is, Master P's son.
He's straight regardless. He's straight regardless.
You right.
Yeah, but I really do wish I could see more like people from the city supporting the kids from the city. Not that it's down. I don't think it's down, but I think we need more.
Yeah.
There's a few kids I know like just 5 stars, 4 stars, and the city supports them. But I'm just like, we need that for everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if you a Hillsborough alumni, like, shit, just go back and catch a game, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm big on showing my face. Like, all the kids who train with us, I try to go catch at least one game. I don't give a damn if it's a Saturday morning, Little League, I'm pulling up.
That means a lot to them.
Yeah, bro, they love seeing that, man. They love seeing it. And for me, it's like, I get to build more relationships with that. I network. I'm big on networking. So, like, if I show my face and I see a kid that's calling, I'm like, who's his parents? Let's go over there and I just, throw my spiel. Like I said, y'all heard me spit. Like, when they received that shit, they just like, man, let me get your information, bro. And once they get out there.
That was my plans when we get off here. You feel
me?
Yeah,
I'm big on that, bro. Like, I'm big on networking. And I learn quick. It ain't about what you know. It's about who you know.
How young have y'all gone with training?
Man, I took a youth program. We started a youth program quick. The only thing with youth programs is I did 12 and under. The only thing with those is, like, at that age, kids do so much. Mm-hmm. It's hard to get them committed to training. You know what I'm saying? Like, they do baseball, a little football, they might do track or something like that.
And they love it all.
They love it all. And like I said, at that point, at that age, you just let them do what they want to do. But shit, we had about 15 kids come out there and do that. And we thinking about doing it again, but it's just like, it's one of them things where it's just like picky choosy. Like, I think we would rather stay with the middle school age because at that time, it's like, okay, these are my sports. And the training we do kind of translate to all of them at that point in time. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, like I said, we do athletes, man. If you cold, pull up. We'll figure it out. I don't care if you swim.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out, bro. We'll figure it out. Come on. We'll make you swim faster, bro. And that's what I like about my crew, bro. It's like we approach this as professionals. You know what I'm saying? Like when we sit, it's like if a swimmer do come, I can tell you right now, they're going to go look up what makes a swimmer faster, and he's going to implement that into his workout, and he's going to be able to explain that to you. And I always tell people, if you can speak that science, bro, just seeing it firsthand, sometimes they don't even know what you're talking about. They just like, that word sound like it was important.
And you sound like you know what you're talking about.
You know what you're talking about. And like Radir is a walking textbook. Like he not only does he look the part, he can talk it. And the fact that he can do that, he changed the game, bro. Same for Ruben and Steve. And like I said, my whole crew, bro, everybody can walk and talk what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? So that I think that put us on a different level. And at that point, with me on the team, I don't want them to worry about the relationship. Let me handle that. I got that, bro. Go train. You go do what you got to do. I handle pops. And like I said, I'm more cutthroat with it. I don't do no bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you come out here for your son, you need to be pouring into your son. Don't come out here all that. Hey, he need to be doing this. Nah, bro, you pay that money so we can train him. If you want to train him, you got a backyard, you can go handle that. But you come out here with us, bro, you gonna let us work. And like I said, I don't do all that hoorah stuff. And I'm always respectful about people's opinions, but your opinion is exactly what it is. It's an opinion. Yeah. My fact is what's got it. You know what I'm saying? Like we roll like that. We operate on that. And I'm trying to make sure confidence is big. And if I can walk with my confidence with my team, I ain't trying to hear none of that because you wasn't, with us shooting in the gym per se. So. But yeah, like I'm big on networking too, man. Like I said, like y'all, it's gonna be somebody hit me up from this episode. I don't know who, but they finna hear it. Like, I heard you on the Burn One podcast, and I'm like, for sure. And like I said, I'm big on that, especially in Nashville, man. Because if I want to put the city on, I need the city to help. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Exactly.
And y'all local, bro. And like I said, I mess with that tough. And y'all show Ferb love. And like I said, that's my brother, man. So I hit him up, actually. I was like, hey, bro, is it lame if I reach out to a podcast to get on the podcast? He was like, nah, bro. He said, they cool. He said, just hit him up and tell him, you know me or whatever. And I was like, shit, fuck it. So that's why I sent that message, bro. And to me, that's networking. You know what I'm saying?
That is.
That's networking, bro.
Man, they like Rory and Miles.
Yeah, bro.
Do you listen to the Joe Budden podcast?
A little bit. Like I said, just I dabble, or like the clips that you see on Instagram. I peep in a little bit. So
you heard about like the recent shit that's been going on with him and his podcast? He had 2 co-hosts on the show, Rory and Mal, and they're no longer on the show. They're also starting their own show.
So that's official. They're starting their own show.
They both posted it.
Was it beef? Was it beef though? Is that why they split? Was it like
it was like money issues and accounting issues.
So from my understanding, from what I was reading, because I think I saw it on No Jumper News or somewhere else. I don't know, somewhere where I was looking at, and it was basically like Joe Budden was doing business with DJ Academics.
Without them two.
And without
okay.
just business. And DJ Academics was blasting. What was it? Is it Rory or Maul for
Both?
He was blasting one of them for cheating or something like that.
He was blasting Rory for cheating.
And so he was feeling like, hey, bro, like this man fucking my life up right now.
Exactly, bro.
And you fucking doing business with him. Like that's kind of
bullshit.
bullshit.
It's the ops, bro. It's the ops.
So that's what had happened from my understanding. And then obviously they was like, you know what I'm saying? I guess they tried to get into the business aspect of it since Joe was on some, hey, this is my business, ain't y'all business. They tried to get into the business aspect, and Joe was like, fuck, you gonna get paid what I say you gonna get paid.
And just to piggyback off that, that's why I'm like, that's why I rock with my team so heavy, bro, because it ain't no ego like that.
Yeah.
And like I said, that's hard to do. Even like you said, you got podcasts, and them dudes, obviously, they sit in the same space. They coexisting in the same space trying to do work. And with my squad, bro, like it ain't no ego. And I think that's what really help us thrive, bro, because it's like we want everybody to win. And like sometimes even our competition, like we want them to win to a certain extent because we see them putting kids on from the city. That's what we about. And as long as it's putting them on, bro, we all for it. But it's hard to do, man. It's hard to do, especially with men. I think me and bro was talking about that, like testosterone and just the masculinity, but it's hard to combat. But like I said, bro, with my squad, it ain't no ego. It's like everybody know their role. And like if from the outside looking in, if you was to come in, you would think that I would run the business. I'm like, bro, I play my role, bro. I'm just like the fucking Anthony Davis of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I see myself. But to me, it's just like I feel like they the ones that make the business run. I just bring the clientele. I sell it, bro. I'm the one. If there's a meeting, I'm gonna show the face, and I will say that I will be the face of the brand. One, I look good. Two, I'm the one that you gonna holler at the most. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was talking to my girl, but it was like 10 o'clock at night. We walking the dogs, and had a parent text me. He was like, "Hey, bro, y'all such a blessing. Thank you so much for what you did for my kid. Keep being a blessing." That's why we do what we do. You get what I'm saying? They gonna come back. And it ain't because we helped make his son was already cold. We just made him colder. But them relationships that we have built, you know what I'm saying? That's why we really good at what we do. Like I said, I'm not expecting, I could train you, go to the league, bro. I'm not gonna ask you no money. You're gonna give me money because you want to, not because I want it. So, and that's how, like I said, we operate like that. That's why the camp we got going on, like, people from the outside looking in look like a free camp. For me, that's free networking. Because while they finna go work with the kids, I'm finna go holler at the parents. And I'm finna tell them, like, hey, you see this, it's quality, pull up. And that's, like I said, I'm always scheming like that. I just need a head room. You know what I'm saying? I just need a leg in. Like I said, this podcast to me is just a leg in. So like I'm gonna kick the door down somewhere else. I hope somebody else see this podcast. ABT, come hop on, yeah.
I'm really mad we didn't get this like a week ago where we could have got it out so like they could have seen it. And,
nah,
you know
you
what
good,
I'm saying?
you good, bro, you good.
Man,
like I said,
I was looking at that too when I was on the way here. I was like, damn, that's tomorrow.
Nah, yeah. And like I said, it's already doing better than what we projected.
We'll post it. We got it.
For sure. Like I said, it's free. I'm expecting more people to walk up than sign up anyway. But like I said, bro, we was cool with 30 kids. That's all I need. 30 kids to me is like what? 15 parents. That's all I need. Now I got 55, and that's not including walk-ups. We got more kids than we do shirts. But I'm like, shit, that'll make somebody come back next year. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why we doing it. Well, we just got them today. Now we just got them today. It's a bunch of stuff with the brand, bro, that we trying to like revamp. Just because, like I said, Willis, Steve, and Radier, they was the ones that founded it. But they work so much, it's hard for them to focus on the business aspect. Yeah. So that's where I come in. Like, I'm trying to revamp the merch.
What's his name? What the hell?
Oh, Don King. Yeah. But yeah, that's like I said, the merchandise. I went in and I'm trying to revamp the merchandise. Trying to go somewhere black owned or locally owned to where they can do the clothes for us and stuff. Trying to get that jump back up. We working on getting website, apps. We trying to do all that. But like I said, I told them we're gonna do it. Let's do it right. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't trying to half-ass or cut no corners. Like the reason some of these brands are so good at what they do is because they went in. You invest in yourself to make more money. And that's what I want to do. If we're going to go on the website, shit, let's go ahead and pay that $1,200 so it can be a professionally legit website. So
I'm sorry, bro.
No, you good. Just pieces too.
Hey, bro.
No, what the fuck?
You ain't got to do that.
That salad was not enough.
It ain't nothing in there.
That salad was not enough.
Yeah, it wasn't enough. You still kind of hungry.
I forgot I even had it.
Hell no, it ain't nothing in there for you though, cuz.
I mean, usually I would expect, but I guess
yeah, not tonight.
Heard I was pulling.
I mean, you called. You was at Wendy's when I called you.
But still, I was just like, damn.
Dolan pulled up because he know we normally have got wings in this bitch, and he fucking up. He said,
I ain't never had no damn got wings.
Oh, you ain't came to the good. They said it's not every episode, but
one time y'all had pizza.
Oh yeah,
nah,
we had it the week before.
We didn't have
That's
food.
cap. This probably the one time we haven't had food. So
Yeah.
I know you capping because we done had the Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, you're capping.
Got wings.
Yeah, I think I seen one of the episodes. Pizza was with first.
It was here. Yeah, we had pizza.
I remember that. One. Yeah.
Yeah, I do
talk
remember
about
that. It
it.
was like mid-episode. He was like, I gotta get another slice. He was like, oh,
Cause
I forgot to order
boy.
food in time.
No,
so,
bro, I'm
yeah.
literally not
should've
tripping,
fed
bro.
him.
Not even tripping. Not yet.
Anyway, but nah, I ain't never had no food here.
Okay. So what is your familiarity with podcasts?
Like, what you mean? Like
Like, would you ever start one?
I've actually thought about that, bro.
should,
Like, I
for
thought
real.
about that, but it's just like I do so much. It's hard for me to sit down and holler at somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, have a conversation. I know me when I get to talking, we finna talk.
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
that shit. You should do one by yourself.
But that's the
want-
thing. I'm always
push
trying to
push
put the
these
team
kids.
on, bro. I'm always trying. We talked about that. We was like, should we just do the podcast?
Yeah.
And like I said, but it's like, who's going to receive that? Like, what would be our lane? Just a lot of X's and O's, and I feel like something down the line that's definitely something we would get.
I think athletes for sure. We can, as you know, I'm just.
Yeah, we can talk about
Yeah,
that
we'll
later.
talk about
we
it.
got
Yeah.
not yet,
give
but
them
that's
the sauce.
definitely just
We gonna network after this.
for
too,
sure, 100%. But not yet. Like I said, we just we talked about it, but
I don't want to forget to ask about the music either, because I know you said you kind of put Farius on to this whole music shit.
I ain't even gonna say I put him on, but I was definitely there before he was trap art, and I hope you see this episode. It was when y'all was talking about the musical stuff, and I don't know. He told y'all that he rapped in a musical.
Yeah.
So we did the first year we did the musical, we did Hairspray, and I heard him talking about that. And this, you remember he was talking about his dad called him on stage. There was a scene where all the black kids was just, first of all, they couldn't have did Hairspray without us. You need a whole bunch of black kids.
Yeah.
Our grade had the most black kids anyway. And what it was is I don't know how hard you look, but I can dance like really, really good. And they found out I could dance, and they was harassing.
Hold up.
I was gonna let it fly, but
Hell no, we ain't letting that fly. You can dance really good.
Yeah, bro.
Like, what you mean?
Like
like you can
Yeah,
pop, lock, and drop it.
Like,
Where's your lane?
like if Chris Brown, there you go. If you,
Chris Brown.
Like
You a real light
Yeah,
skin.
I'm cold, bro.
You a real light skin.
He cold.
Chris Brown.
yeah, I'm cold, bro.
You can move.
Yeah, for sure.
You can move.
Yeah,
Like Usher.
yeah. Like I'm cold. Like
We're not gonna ask you to dance.
No, no,
I ain't gonna ask you to
I'm
dance.
so used to it, bro. Like that wouldn't even phase me, bro. But
I would
like,
like to see you dance.
I got videos for sure.
He said I got videos.
I got videos for sure.
I ain't
But,
about to ask you to shuck and jive.
Nah, yeah, I can dance,
you a
bro.
fool, boy.
And they found BA found out I could dance, so they was like harassing me to come do the musical.
So
Like,
they use that to their advantage.
yeah, bro. Like they was on me, and like I said, this is what I said. I said, y'all get my homeboys to do it, I'll do it. Thinking all my homeboys is just like, no, bro, we're not doing it. All these niggas come to me talking about, hey, bro, we're going to tryouts. I was like, oh my god. So we go and did the tryouts, bro. No cap, the musical was probably the best experience I've ever. It was, and I was telling kids like now, I'm like, bro, go do the musical. And go do it with your friends, because that's what made it fun. It was like we had all the homies back there. Like, come on, bro, Furious in the musical.
Yeah.
So like,
I can only imagine.
Exactly. So like I said, that scene that he was talking about, we was on stage and all the black people just chilling, and all of a sudden we just hear, zzz, zzz. And like mind you, we're back-scene characters, so you can't really hear what's going on back here. But you hear it, and I'm looking at Furious' pocket. I said, nigga, I know your phone is not ringing. And Furious is just like frozen with fear. He just like, what should I do? He's like, I'm going to just walk off stage. I was like, bro, you just can't walk off stage. I was like, wait till we get up and move stuff, then go off stage. So we get up, we moving around. He goes, he's on the phone. It's his dad. His dad didn't know how to get in. So he's like yelling at Furious on like how to get to the place. He's like, I'm here. I don't know where I'm at. And Furious is trying to tell him, he's like, man, I'm on stage, yada, yada, yada. So he finally got that situated or whatever. But Hairspray was the first musical we did, and then we backdoored and did the Wizard of Oz or the Oz. And I remember him talking about how he thought it was racist that we was the monkeys, but he didn't tell y'all that the monkeys was all based off hip hop. So like we really was the only ones that could be the monkeys. You know what I'm saying? And funny story about that one is it was a scene where I'm supposed to. I was the leader of the Flying Monkeys. I was supposed to. I know that sounds weird, bro. That sounds weird. I know, but. It was a scene where I was supposed to talk to the witch, and she goes, well, I don't want you to talk like a monkey. She said, that just wouldn't be right. Like, basically, that's racist. And I'm just like, I'm not going to talk like no monkey anyway. And she was like, so what can we do? I was like, what if I beatbox? Because like I said, we was already made off around rap.
Yeah.
She was like, let's try it, see how it go. That shit wound up being like cool and funny at the same time. And so that's how we did that. But yeah, the tryout for that, we go in there and Furious is just he's being furious, and at the time the Nene is hot too. So we first of all we Nene in the whole tryout. Yeah, we was Nene. We was Nene everywhere. He was not capping, bro. We got in trouble. We started getting in trouble for Nene. You would just be like in the hallways, bro, and if you heard the if you heard it, yeah, bro, you could just be anywhere, bro. Like and like it would be like a commercial, bro. Like we would just be sitting there chilling. You
Like on some flash mob shit.
Bro, you would just literally hear once you hit the step, dude, and it was complimented with this. It would go. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Hey, bro, and we was so on it, bro. We was so on. I tell people to this day, my crew at BA, if social media was big back then, we would have been viral. Bro.
Yeah.
Been viral. But anyway, so like I said, the tryout, we Nene and stuff, and for of course being furious. Can I rap? We was just like, no, bro. Like you gonna cuss like 1,000 times, and they was like, well, can you rap? And I was like, shit, yeah, he can rap. She was like, well, rap about the Wizard of Oz. And BT's beatbox. So I'm beatboxing, and he get to rapping, and he killed it. Like he talked about the flying monkeys. He talked about Dorothy, her shoes. He hit everything, but he kind of cussed in between. She was like, that was really good, but you can't cuss. And he was like, I got it. She walks away, and he was like, BT, I can't do a rap without cussing. And I was like, I'll write you one. I
Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah, bro. I was like, I went and wrote this whole rap for Ferg because like there was a scene where we would do the Nene, and we got the Nene in there. Yeah. And I found out, by the way, if we was to do this today, we would get sued so bad. So we just had so much extra stuff in there. Like we took the Nene beat and we performed with the live band. They broke that down and gave it to the band to perform. So like there's this whole breakdown scene, right? The beat drops and it's just the Nene beat. It's the that's the beat, bro. So Furious, like when he breaks out, he starts rapping. Like he murks this whole rap, bro, and he killed the rap. And for me, that was the first time. That was when trap art was born, bro. Like he performed on stage as a rapper, and my boy KJ was his hype man. And like he was going on stage with the mic. Like it turned into a concert at that point in time. And I was telling bro, I'm like, bro, that's really when trap art was born, bro. Like that was his first.
Hey,
that
we
was
got
his
footage
first
of
performance.
this shit. We get some of that.
Yeah, he was that was like his first performance, man. And like I said, he murked it, bro. Like Furious, I walked him through how to rap on it because, like I said, I wrote it, so I wrote it to how I would flow to it, let him flow to it, and like I said, that's how I was telling you, like not everybody can rap. Furious picked that shit up, made it his own, and killed it, bro. Like he destroyed that rap. And I used to keep that shit on my phone, like in the notes when I wrote it. I kept that shit for years, man, because I just whenever he make it, I want to be like. I ghostwrote it for you. That first song. He remember. He definitely
Your
shouted
first
me out for
verse.
that. Yeah,
Your first verse.
He shouted me out for that. But the musical, bro, was mad dope, bro. Like we danced, and like I said, we did it with the homies, bro. And if I could go back and do it again, I'd do it again twice. Again, that shit was fire, bro. Like we enjoyed it. We looked at it as a team. We got to kick it with some females. That's what we was looking at. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot. When I say a lot of alone time, it's a lot of alone time. So you know what I'm saying, I'll let you cross your T's and dot your I's about that. But
now I'm gonna be honest with you. I was around a couple of the high school plays back in Hillsboro. It was freaky back there with the theater kids.
Yeah.
Hey, and that's another thing I was about to say with the theater kids. We got to tap in with another group who we wouldn't normally kick it with, and like. They was just the coolest, like, white boys, bro. Yeah. Like, it was around, I forgot, I think
just the coolest people, aren't they?
It was around the time of marches when we, like, rehearsing and stuff. They went and hooked up the laptop to the projector, and we watching March Madness on a big screen and stuff.
Shit.
Like, they would have it live, you know what I'm saying, bro? So, like I said, it was fun, bro. Like I said, we got to kick it with some dudes I can say I would have never kicked it with. So, got some relationships out of that. Definitely worth it, man. I seen some people who are famous now. They're singers and stuff, and I was like, I was in a musical with such and such. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on Ferg to make it so I can say the same shit. I wish I could show y'all videos, bro. Like we got both of them on DVD, so they out there. And I remember going back and watching Hairspray. There's a scene where Furious fucks up. Saturday is the day we record, and I remember watching Furious. I'm just laughing at him already. Because this is Baby Ferg, and we was doing a dance scene, and he fucks up. He just get real stiff. He's just standing still while everybody moving around him. And then he goes right back into it like he didn't miss a beat. And I laugh so hard at shit like that. Big UL was in the damn musical, man.
Shit.
It was hilarious, bro. But like I said, I think the fact that we did it with the homies made that shit 10 times better.
Yeah.
Make me sound jealous. Like I should have did some shit like this in high school.
Yeah, and that's the thing we didn't want to regret. We didn't want to be like, shit, we had done that shit. But like I said, looking back, nigga, they still remember us from that. You know what I'm saying? They were like, we all killed it. They put us on the news and everything, man. So we was lit.
No, that's
Definitely
dope.
lit.
That's dope for sure.
Did you have a rundown or anything?
No, I mean, I felt like we touched on a few things to start. It was just on the fly.
Yeah.
I
told
didn't
him that
have
would
no
happen. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, I was like, just keep it organic. I hate forcing.
Yeah.
I hate forcing. And I knew it would come out somehow, some way.
It's all gonna come out.
Yeah.
I'm just glad I at least made sure that other shit wasn't your business. Cause I would have been like, damn,
Nah,
I read
yeah,
all
yeah,
that
yeah,
for nothing.
that's
Then
not
I
me.
was like, I
That's
started
not me.
reading. I was like, man, hold up, let's not do some dumb shit.
Nah, yeah, that's not us. That is definitely not us. Definitely not us.
But yeah, I always try to do my due diligence. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure. I appreciate that 100%.
What's been going on with Bet That? Have y'all been going live?
Look, man,
I'm not trying to put y'all on.
Rodney.
It's not a shot. I'm asking.
I'm just playing. No, it ain't no shot.
It's
just been
'cause
ain't been
it only
any ain't
but
been
a
any
couple
games. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
You talking about just betting on
Fuck.
sports?
Yeah.
I'm just so.
Fuck this shit right now.
I mean, it's the first quarter.
I
but
have
I
a
bet
first
on-
quarter
yeah,
bet
I
tonight.
bet on
Thank
the
you
first
very
quarter.
much.
See, that's one thing I can't stand about betting is like if I can't control the outcome, I'm not finna bet, bro.
I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know how this goes.
It's the same as podcasting. You dabble in that bitch just a little bit. All right, a little bit turned into your ass here for a while.
Nah, I'd rather hoop. You know what I'm
Look,
saying?
hey, look, I've been here a little while. I got to slide, handle
Slide.
something before I got to call it a night, man. Appreciate y'all having me on.
So, man, good meeting you, my guy.
Good meeting you too, B.
You too. Stay up, bro.
Good meeting you too.
Those are such a fool, bro. All right.
All right, G. Yes, sir. How much money you had on this, E?
It wasn't nothing big, but I mean, fuck that shit. Any money
Well,
is
nah.
money. Fuck it.
Well, fuck the money. What was the bet?
For them to win the first quarter by like 2 or 3.
Golden State?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you fried.
Curry plays in the first quarter. I mean, fuck, that feels like a good bet for me.
Yeah, you fried.
Clearly not. I did, but what did I tell him on the fucking way here? I was so fucking
Jonas
nervous about
Valanciunas
tonight.
had 20 plus rebounds in that
Oh, look,
last
he got
game.
2 fouls already. Cool.
Yeah, oh yeah, sit your ass down. Hey, look, shout out to my boy Evan. I know you really pulling for your grits tonight. Fuck that shit. My money's a little bit more important. Y'all can always, you know what I'm saying. It's more fun to have Curry in too. Just saying.
If Curry don't get in, all that MVP talk got to stop.
Why?
Why? It's a regular season
that's-
award.
Well, yeah, no, it does. I agree because at the same
It's a
time,
regular
Because you
season
didn't make the
award.
playoffs.
they always try to bring up how like you gotta be in a winning position.
It's a
Gotta be a
regular
top
season
seed. That's why
award.
LeBron hasn't got it for the past several years,
Okay,
right?
but do you get it if you don't make it to the playoffs?
Oh, I thought he was going to dunk that bitch.
They gave it to James Harden and he got bounced in the first round.
They gave it to Giannis
But you gotta
over
make-
LeBron because Giannis was a 1 seed. That's how I looked at it.
Now, it's definitely loosely based on top politics.
Yeah.
Like all the politics
said-
in the world couldn't be in Steph's favor if they don't make the playoffs.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
what
no,
I'm
did
saying.
y'all see that shot he hit going into halftime?
Cuz is different, bro. He's a cheat
what
code,
the
bro.
fuck?
Did you see LeBron's shot?
I mean, yes, I'm sorry. I don't mean to overlook that, but I'm just saying that man ran past 3 people, including Anthony fucking Davis. I know he was fatiguing and stepped back and smacked that
He a
bitch. I was
cheat
like,
code.
golly.
I used to be mad because I used to think that he ruined the game of basketball because he got everybody wanting to shoot threes. But I started thinking, I'm just like, it's not his fault that he's really good at what he does.
Right. And still nobody is like him.
No, bro, not even close, bro. Not even
Like
close.
Trae Young's nowhere near.
No,
Nah.
he got to be as
Why
consistent.
Why everybody want to just put
Because
Trae-
because
the
he was such a
closest
scorer
He
at
a
Oklahoma
light-skinned
is
shooter.
why, in my
That's why
opinion.
he's a light skinned shooter, so they gonna lump him in the same category as Steph.
Because in my opinion, Trae Young is more of a Steve Nash. than
Yeah, he a
He definitely
facilitator
is.
for sure.
Definitely, and when you start throwing the
Facilitator.
damn ball between people's legs, it's exactly what you is. Let me ask y'all a question that I always ask people: Who's the go to basketball?
LeBron.
I still say Jordan.
And I just say that because I know he ain't it yet. I'll say this, he ain't it yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it because he's going to be like by the end of all this shit.
I only say Jordan because if you go each time and you win each time, that does say something.
I mean,
Going and losing,
but you also go so many times in a row and break records.
Every time
break records.
I'm a Jordan fan by birth, and I win every argument when it comes to Jordan and LeBron without pulling up 6 rings.
What'd you go to?
Just whatever they want to go to.
Anything else?
That's it. Because every record LeBron has is based off longevity, which is Jordan did more in less time. And
That's what I'm saying.
And who's to say if he had 17 seasons, he wouldn't do the same things with more? You know what I'm saying?
Who's to say those 2 years where
Yeah.
he was off, he couldn't.
He
I mean, he
that's what
made
I'm
it to the
saying.
playoffs
He
that
made-
one
That's
year.
what I'm saying. Like, to me, it's just... And then even if as an individual, he's won more than LeBron has. And I think LeBron's the greatest player in the league right now, but watching Jordan do what he did, but even before Last Dance, like I was already sold before Last Dance. Last Dance to me really just put the rest of the world on
Yeah,
what I knew.
solidified it.
Yeah, it really just put the rest of the world on what I knew. But LeBron just, like right now,
I mean, I think it eventually just breaks down into eras, like who was the greatest of what era.
but that, even if you take in the eras in the context, bro, like nobody still has done what Jordan has done.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you
Yeah.
you can compare eras, because if you're gonna compare great,
Yeah.
What did you do when you were great?
Of all time. Like, people, like when people say, well, if it's about rings, Bill Russell, and I'm just like, yeah, Bill Russell was cold.
Ethan was playing.
But Ethan,
Hey man,
Ethan was playing,
Look,
bro.
Ethan is the only person that can talk about how I didn't play and wouldn't have played. You keep your bitch ass out of this shit.
All I'm saying is it was little white. It was shorter
did,
white
hey,
dude.
at least he did make the team, though. You,
Motherfucker.
I made the team my freshman year.
all right.
And
you weren't there.
when you asked before tryouts, Fisher
Oh.
came to me in open gym. I was just shooting in the motherfucking gym.
No, I wasn't asked before tryouts. What are you trying to say?
Motherfucker, I was on the team and wasn't. I didn't have to go to
technically, all
tryouts
black
freshman
kids
year.
are supposed to be at basketball tryouts.
Nah.
But yeah,
I made the team. You didn't.
Jordan definitely
He played football.
Like I said, if you look across a
Did y'all
span-
win the ship though?
No.
Okay. Just checking.
They won the chip before and after us, though.
Nah, yeah, I know.
don't
I know
worry.
I did.
All them college teams I was on the Broomwood Academy, we never won state.
It's all good, bro.
Shout out to the freshman team. Tyler was on that team. Tree
Jesus.
was on that team.
Lamar Craft.
And
y'all
hey,
had
we
Tree on
got
the
some
team.
guests coming up too. My boy B Cody and Wanye on the team. They gonna
B
be
Cody and one
Shout out,
year,
they
them
gonna-
my
they
boys,
coming.
bro.
B Cody is not next Friday, but the following Friday.
I played my last year at AAU. I played with B Cody and 1 year.
Yeah. Yeah, Wanye, he
some good guys.
just texted me or DM me back, so I got to schedule his. But he said he was down to do it
Them
too.
my boys, man.
Hey, we going up, man. Follow Burn One
boys.
Podcast. We're playing.
Them my boys. Shout out to them.
Number one, because we what, TJ? Or Burn One, because we what? What's your little line you be saying?
the number one podcast in the streets.
Yeah, yeah. I might have fucked up the oop right there, but it's okay. You know, in 2K, when
That
they,
was
they
sloppy.
catch that hole and they lay it up. Yeah,
Y'all do
that's
something
what it is.
else. Y'all
Huh.
do PTG gaming.
That's launching kind of like we just got our highlights together. So yeah, it's coming.
I got a
Some of
page.
us
Start
stream.
streaming. What y'all be playing?
Call of Duty 2K.
Oh, okay. What y'all be on?
Xbox.
Xbox word. That's why I'm on.
When y'all switching to the
Hey,
are y'all
extra
going to the
networking
new
after this.
next
We gonna
gen?
be on tonight.
I already got next gen.
Oh, you already got next gen.
Yeah, I'm on next gen too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You, E?
See, no, I'm not convinced, bro.
I'm damn near. I damn near
I know a
sold
lot
my
of people
soul.
that say they still play on their. My phone was about. They play on their old shit and they got the new shit. So I'm like, well, why the fuck would I buy that shit?
I will say that the graphics.
Nah,
is
the
damn
graphics
near-
is better.
totally
It's
different, bro.
way faster.
Way faster.
Like, bro, like,
Yeah.
bro, I am
It's
so.
worth it.
That's the one thing
Yeah.
I'm so happy about. I'm like, bro, it is so much faster. Like, you know how like it used to take 5 minutes to actually load the game up from like pressing start
Yeah.
to actually get
You
Go
into the
straight
rec
to main
door.
menu.
Now you can jump.
Oh,
right
you mean you
back
ain't
in.
got
I'm
you ain't got to
talking-
run that glitch no more? Where you had to clear your little 2K data or some shit like
Bro.
that.
You can literally go select your game and it will pull you back where you left off the last time you played.
Wow.
It will throw you right back in there, and like sometimes that'd be screwing you up. Though.
Man, like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
I'll be
you
trying
go
to
back
quit
in.
to get up out of that bitch, and I load back up in 2K, and this like literally where I'm
Yeah,
like,
you're
damn.
in-
So hold on,
Back
but
in
y'all
the-
get different badges in 2K, don't you?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So hold on, wait. When you're playing, are you playing on your new gen?
No, I'm playing on next gen the system, but I'm playing the like current gen version of the game.
Okay.
You can play
It's
current
two-
gen
yeah,
on
it's two
new
different-
system.
So you
Yeah.
don't have those new badges that they be referring
I
to.
do
No,
because I got
Gotcha.
the-
You playing on
I
the
got
current?
next
You
gen.
playing on next gen
Yeah, I'm
by
on
2K?
Okay, so
on
can a
the-
player like you play?
No.
Okay.
I can't. I
That-
gotta play with dudes on my unless I buy
You
the
only
reg-
play next gen
yeah,
players.
I can say that unless I get the regular version, then I can play with y'all.
Okay.
But because I have next gen on next gen, that's who I usually play with.
I got you. That's the whole reason why I definitely wouldn't
Oh,
run
that
it
makes
off
sense.
the rip, because I was like, do this shit all over?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, me and my
Hell
me and
no.
my homie, we got ours together because that's who I usually game with. So that's why we both was like
Yeah. Plus, I played more Call of
So that's
Duty
what we
this
was
year
supposed to
than
do,
2K,
and then
so.
niggas wasn't able.
bailed out on you,
and,
bro.
yeah. Well, see, I ended up getting mine later because really only one of the homies that we like originally was hooping with and shit ended up getting that shit. So he started playing next gen shit, but then he ended up getting busy with work because he was still like, you know, come back and play like on the current gen version of the shit. Because like when everybody had bought it, like we was all thinking like, okay, we'll probably all end up getting the next gen shit. So we'll just get the version where you get both copies or whatever.
Right.
So everybody got like the current gen and next gen version already. So it's just like we just waiting on everybody to actually get a system.
Me and my homie definitely did that at the same time. We knew the same dude in college. He was saying he had 5 of them. I sent my bread. He sent that thing in the next day. Got that. I've been playing on it ever since, man. But yeah, I was gonna say it's definitely a world difference, especially if you get a 4K TV. That's definitely.
That's what I've heard.
I like Assassin's Creed. I'm a big Assassin's Creed fan.
Not really.
And but just the graphics, like when you walk into nature, bro.
I've seen the graphics on Assassin's Creed though, but I just don't really care to play it.
Then if it's raining and shit, your screen look like it's got rain on. It's, like I said, they definitely put some work in with it. So,
but yeah, shout out to PTG Gaming. Go follow us.
Get that jumping out, bro. For real.
It's on the way. I finished my highlight tape last night. Sent it to the Snapchat group this morning. I told him send me his shit, and I'll make him one too. So we coming. Don't worry.
Straight up.
We gonna be there.
Y'all got to, man.
We got anything else to get to?
I don't think so.
Unless anybody's got a hot topic that they trying to get off their chest.
On y'all,
this is where you do that.
I usually do.
I've been saying
you got
whatever y'all want to talk about. See, let's talk about that Jake.
He go on his notes. What did I rant about this week? What did I just rant to my notes?
You gotta go to
let's talk about that J. Cole album, bro.
Oh, you don't look. You don't want to. He's just gonna hate, bro. Look, he's just gonna hate. I'm telling you, I defended the shit out of it last week.
I am a J. Cole fan.
You just didn't like it?
I didn't like it.
He thinks everything J. Cole puts out is mid.
No, I don't.
He was very
What's the last thing that J. Cole put out
I told him I don't
that
go
you
for
said
J.
was
Cole's
not
fan.
mid?
Like album,
single, song.
The interlude was fire.
What are you comparing this album to, though? It's mixtapes?
No.
Didn't you say you only like the only one that you said was a 10 out of 10 album he had was Born Center?
The last...
Jeez. Not even 2014?
Yep.
2014 was the second best after that.
After Born Center?
After that, yeah.
And what's crazy is I feel like if you ask J. Cole, he'd tell you complete opposite.
Yep.
He didn't like Born Center.
I love it.
That's what I'm saying. I love it, but like in the order, in the sense of like
2014
context of his albums, I don't really care for
albums
Born
right
Center.
now. That's what I'm saying. If you take just albums, I'm definitely taking 2014.
Just musically, I enjoy Born Center more than I enjoy 2014.
I'll give you that because it is very diverse on the Born Center.
Like the content of 2014, like the For Your Eyes Only.
Yeah,
nothing on Born Center is as good as that.
That was my personal favorite.
For Your Eyes?
Yeah, that was my favorite.
I mean,
nothing on there is as good as that.
Shit, 2014 though, bro, like it was hit after hit after hit after hit. Like those are the songs that we'll be playing from years now. Like that No Role Model, that when people hear that, bro, we gonna know what that is.
I mean, bro rapped about losing his virginity. That's so fucking tough.
And then made the whole video with 2 dogs. Like he was not even in the video, bro.
That's the last album where he rapped how I like how he raps.
Shit, but this is the thing. I've been
KOD was not fun for me.
KOD was I like KOD because KOD was different.
Yeah,
it was different.
People hated on it for no
this album that he just put out, bro. I like it because I feel like it's a piece of every album on one album. Like I feel like it's a mixtape J. Cole up there. I feel like it's some Born Center J. Cole up there. You know what I'm saying? Like he got, like you said, musically, and the fact that he did it with 21 Savage, Lil Baby. You know what I'm saying? Dudes who hot. That shit just make it 10 times better, bro.
Like this past week, I haven't listened to it again. Haven't, because I just can't work my way up to do it. Because it just doesn't sound like anything.
See, like me, and I'm the complete opposite. I haven't stopped playing. Like somebody asked me that.
Like everybody's been like
that. How I said he was disrespecting last week?
I mean, that's just
but listen. I've had to look at what I'm doing. So J. Cole, out of the 3-headed monster that I always compare him to.
And the other two would be Drake and Kendrick?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
We had this whole discussion.
Okay.
I'm looking at all of their evolutions.
Right.
Kendrick has evolved, sort of. Not too much.
Still very conscious rapper.
Yeah, still very conscious rapper. Is that in the camera?
Oh, it's not on him right now, but did it just drop or something?
Yeah.
I can.
I didn't even see it.
It's all good.
Y'all want to fix it. It was on y'all, so I mean, the shot didn't see it.
I'll hold because I still got to get out.
You want me to switch over and see if it's...
No, because it's going to be on the thing.
Okay.
So you don't have to do that. Drake, Kendrick, Cole. Kendrick has been able to kind of stay the same but evolve. Drake has evolved evolved and still kind of stayed the same. J. Cole has evolved. I would not have been able to predict this. I probably would have been able to predict what Kendrick and Drake have come to in 2011.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
In my eyes, I'm just not a fan of it because I feel like he did stray away from his storytelling, and he's tried to. I mean, he still tells story.
Yeah.
What did I just say? He still tells stories.
Yeah.
But this new flow and trying to keep up with niggas now and the rest of the Southeast. What are you talking about?
You feel like he's trying to keep up with these young kids?
Not keep up, but the flow is not fun to listen to me.
Oh, that's cap.
That Migos flow is not cool. I don't want to hear J. Cole do that.
Cap. You can't
Drake
tell me he
don't
didn't
do that,
slaughter
and
them
Kendrick
young
don't have
kids
to
too
do
on
that. And I feel like
KOD.
you're good enough to not have to do that.
Yeah.
So you didn't like his diss song, The Pump and all them on KOD? You can't tell me
that wasn't
that.
That wasn't that.
That wasn't on KOD.
No, I'm saying that's not the
you talking about
Migos flow.
1985?
Yeah.
Oh no, but
1985?
I'm saying no, yeah,
he talking about 1985.
But I'm saying like you saying he
I
trying to keep up
enjoyed
with these young
1985.
kids. I feel like that's the song where he came out and showed like, fuck you mean?
I see. He's
These
talking
young
about,
kids.
Trap rap
What?
flow. That's
Yeah,
what
I'm
he's
talking about the little trap rap flow that he has to use with Lil Baby in 21.
Yeah. I like it just because it lets me know that once again, like the GOAT means he came in this era, did what you did better than what you do. You know what I'm saying on a song?
Yeah.
Because I feel like his flow with the song with Lil Baby, his flow was definitely greater than that. And I feel like on the song with 21 Savage, I feel like his flow was definitely greater than 21 Savage. You know what I'm saying?
No. Yeah, I understand that, but with my little evolution point, J. Cole has evolved into something so different. I get you from the Southeast.
Yeah.
And to be honest, Kendrick and Drake, they kind of push the sound of their regions. Yeah?
Yeah.
They push it, not they are influenced by it. I think J. Cole has kind of leaned into that Southern Migos flow pocket when he probably doesn't have to do that. He could still. Have you seen his LA Leakers freestyle?
Oh, yes. Bodied
that.
But that's what I'm saying. That same flow, though, I feel like is on one of his songs. I can't remember off the top of my head, but he has a song up there that made me think of the warm up or the come up. It was one of them type songs, and that's why I was like, damn, that's dope. But then the backdoor him spit with Lil Baby, I am a fan of Lil Baby, and I'm just like, damn, that was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like every song to me was like it just wasn't a miss. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, he dropped this album to let people know, like, definitely still.
What was your definition of a 10 out of 10?
7.
No, I'm saying, what was your definition? What what was the requirements for
I gotta
your
like
10 out of
everything
10?
on it.
You said, it can't miss.
But I'm biased though. I'm a J Cole fan.
That's why I didn't give it a 10 out of 10.
Most J. Cole, if you a real J. Cole fan, to me,
hey,
that was a 10.
you might win your parlay.
Yeah, what are you talking?
This nigga's a nut.
Oh shit!
Cuz just pulled
Curry is a nut.
Thank you, Curry. Hey, we ain't there yet though, so.
Oh yeah,
that way.
But when people get to talking to me about rap, man, I don't even consider Drake much of a rapper no more. Cuz is musically inclined. He might be the Michael Jackson of our generation, bro.
He is.
He definitely is.
So then, would you compare him to not Drake, but would you compare J. Cole and Kendrick? And
oh yeah, them two is definitely the Biggie and Pac of our era.
Hey man, you leave me out of this shit. I enjoy my space back here. I do my shows and I come on when there ain't a guest. That's all you get. Because the first time I'm on camera and these motherfuckers he ain't get no taller, no skin. I'm like, okay. At least back here, I'm like, they don't see that shit.
You skinny gang. Come on now.
I am, but damn, we just go attack a motherfucker the first time he on the burn one actual camera.
I was talking to Ferb about the podcast. I was like, who's the two off camera? I was like, you can't never see them. And he's like, oh yeah, that's my white boy. And I was like, okay.
Amira, she's in Tampa right now. She wanted me to call her for the show, but we ain't doing all that.
Nah, she ain't got to do all that. I'll come back again just for her.
Come back next week? Or when B. Cody or Wyatt come out?
I'll pull up, bro. I'll pull up.
Because, like you see Dolan pulls up and just be chilling.
Yeah, come
out whenever.
Leave.
So
whenever.
We had one of our other guests, too, was going to be here tonight, but he ended up getting booked for a gig like right before, so that's the only reason he wasn't here. But if you saw the Devin or DPG digital episode that we had with him, he says he's going to come back for plenty of episodes if he can.
Tell them to take some pictures. For real, we did so. And told him to post it.
What you trying to say? I can't take no pictures, Rodney?
You can, but I'm just saying you ain't took a single picture since you been right there.
The idea behind this was we were supposed to be here before because I wanted to start basically like when you would get here and you start greeting. It's like how they do on
85 South.
Oh, I see it on Adam 22's.
I was
But
85 South
they
do
do
that
that on
too.
85 South.
They show
Yeah.
him like coming in, setting up with the mic, and it's
It's
like
just
they
a
be
couple
doing
of
their
quick,
show
you know,
before the show.
It's
And
a
I
good
am
promo
athlete.
too, always to
Yeah.
put out for your social media. So I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's why I started. But I gotta get back to playing. I ain't played with no Nikon camera. I like Canons.
Yeah.
I grew up on the
Now,
Canons.
do what you gotta do, man.
But yeah,
Sniper.
I'm getting a.
Sniper. But yeah, I was saying like Drake is. I feel like
More of the Michael Jackson.
is an artist. It's like hard. It's hard to tell him like Drake can go make a pop song tomorrow and it's gonna be number one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I remember somebody was like, "Who's the only one that can do a versus with Drake?" And I was like, "Shit, Chris Brown. That's probably the only one that can maybe go."
Probably. I mean, Chris
Maybe.
Brown got enough music. I don't know if he win.
That and they both. I feel like they both globally like icons at this point. Like, they
Yeah.
both. They just got longevity and stuff. So
That would just be hit for hit for hit.
yeah,
for
for hit. You just and then now they got songs together and shit. That's hits.
Right.
So it's like. But yeah,
So it'd be a whole
Drake
list of
and
shit.
Kendrick, bro. I mean Drake and Kendrick, J. Cole and Kendrick, bro. That's who me and my boy Jalen Ramsey. He loves Kendrick. He's been a Kendrick fan since high school. I've been a Cole fan since high school. Anytime J. Cole sneezes about new music, he DMing me. He's like, "You see it?" And I'm like, "Shit." Yeah, bro." And like we was talking about, he was like, "J. Cole's hooping." Y'all been saying like his
Yeah.
hooping. He was like, "Bro, that nigga J. Cole ass." And I
He
was
is.
like, "Shit, he playing with pros though." I'm like, "Shit."
I think that's the coolest rollout I've seen.
Yeah, bro, for
Yeah,
sure,
for
for sure. Like that
But-
to me, it's just I felt we was talking about like why he did it. I'm like, shit. I mean, people you know can say they played pro basketball.
Yeah.
And was a rapper. Shit, Master P probably the only one we can think of off the top of our heads. So I'm
Hell
like,
yeah.
shit. J. Cole did it, and he know his limits because you see he not in the NBA. That boy over there in Africa,
Mm-hmm.
he know his limits too. So shout out to Cole for that, bro.
Playing late
I
at
seen
night.
him.
Meanwhile, we
He had-
got Tebow out here going to the Jags.
Man,
and shit,
don't
trying
nobody
to
want to
get
talk
into
about
the
Tebow.
pros
Don't
and
nobody
shit.
want to talk
I
about
actually do want to
Tebow.
talk about that.
Oh god,
That is bullshit in my
What do y'all
opinion.
think about that?
I mean,
it's bullshit. That's what I think.
bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
that's
would
why
like
you
to
gotta
ask
talk
this.
about it, bro. You gotta bring
He
awareness
lost
to
the
bullshit.
parlay, by the way.
Yeah.
I guess.
Lost that parlay. But
As soon as I saw Memphis hit the 3 hours, like,
fuck. No, yeah. To me, it's weird because it's just like he keeps getting chance after chance, and I'm just like,
I don't want to be like I
At
feel I
everything.
understand he is someone
At
that's
everything.
that's what I'm saying.
He's
It's
going to give his best effort. Ain't nobody going to question whether he going like he's an athlete.
Yeah.
But it's bullshit the fact that these people are giving him an opportunity.
Yeah.
It's not his fault for trying to go and get it
Right.
and then getting it. It's the fact you gotta bring awareness to the fact that like why the fuck we got people giving these types of
This
deals,
nigga a whole
bro?
analyst on
You know what I'm saying? Dude, shit on
College
suit,
Countdown.
talking about
That's what I'm
on
saying.
College
He ain't
Count-
played in how long?
I know for a fact there's somebody out there who could be a better tight end than him.
Yeah, bro, he just taking money from somebody. Even,
Shit,
it's a
Jared
small
Pinkney, that
minimum,
went to
but I don't
motherfucking
give a fuck.
Vanderbilt.
And again, that's what we talking about. It's not about what you know, it's about who you know. And he
Man.
obviously he knows Urban Meyer, so
Yep.
there it is. That's
Networking at its finest.
connections at its best, man. That's why I feel like we as a community, we just gotta get better at that shit, man.
That's so lame, though.
Oh no,
It is.
100% agree. But
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna feel like a dumbass if he go out there and cut up at the tight end. Dog.
yeah,
I will.
I highly doubt it.
But I
Yeah, I
highly
just
doubt
can't
it.
picture that.
As
You
a quarterback, all it takes is one good hit. It's a wrap.
And then
See,
you
they-
can't just
they
get back
tryna-
in the game speed after missing that many. It's not gonna happen like that. He would have to really spend a year in there and
gotta-
then maybe have a chance to
you
do
gotta-
something
I
like
read
that.
somewhere they're looking to move Travis Etienne to wide receiver.
They say that.
I
'cause
seen that
They know
too.
where they're gonna make their money at, bro. They gonna watch that. What they do is they watch that film. They're gonna implement whatever worked for them at Clemson. They're gonna implement that with the Jags, bro. Because Cuz was a home. He's a home run. We call him a home run runner. If you ever hit that crease,
It's over.
crib, bro. It's crib. He can still do the same thing, but the thing is, the game is evolving where that back got to be able to do more than just be a home run runner. And they talked about him doing that his senior year at Clemson. You know, being more of in the passing game. So he's straight, and he gonna be with Trevor Lawrence again. He's straight. To me, that's the biggest win that you get to play with the quarterback that you just got done.
You got done playing with. Hell yeah.
Because now you ain't got to relearn everything. You just got to, which is like, Trevor probably gonna learn the offense. Now he can teach Travis. Not saying Travis ain't smart, but like I said, I know being back there is good knowing that your quarterback got got your back. So that's a big win for them. Big win. That's gonna be interesting to see.
What do you think about this Julio news?
Man, I hope he goes to the Titans.
Hey
Same.
man, tell him again. Tell him again.
Same.
To the Titans.
You know how we rock out here. Come on now.
It's looking good.
Man, fuck all y'all.
It's looking
Who your
good.
squad?
The Falcons.
Damn. That
Y'all got
Calvin
I got
Ridley.
enough.
Calvin Ridley, Kyle Pitts.
He tried to say, look, he
And the
tried to be
quarterback.
like, all we gonna do is waste his career away. I was like, bro, like y'all did? What the fuck?
Yeah, I was finna say that.
Went to a Super Bowl,
I
blew
was
the
at-
lead, and ain't been
I
back.
was at the barbershop, bro, and dudes was getting, how the barbershop debates be, and somebody was like, what you gonna do with, they was talking about the Cowboys, what you gonna do with such and such, or Julio. And he said, shit, you gonna still lose, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you gonna do. That's what you do better than anybody else. You lose. You gonna take Julio and lose, so.
The Titans take Julio with AJ and
Yeah, we have a
here.
squad, but I think because Corey Davis really kind of upset me this past year just because he was.
I don't understand what happened.
He seemed like he wanted to play when it was appropriate for him, and I'm just like, hey, bro.
I thought he was hurt or something, bro.
That
I just
game after
didn't
his brother
understand what
died,
was
he
going
went
on.
off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, and I get that, but
I get that, but yeah.
Going into the playoff, I think it was either the game before the playoffs. He like went off.
That's
Yeah,
why
they had a
I'm
really
saying.
great
He was
game.
on track to being
And
like,
that
why we
next-
not re-signing him?
That
And
next,
then,
the next game, and he just kind of disappeared back into the shadows. And I'm just like, cuz if you ever gonna show your ass, like this is the time.
contract years.
That's what I'm saying.
Contract
And that's
You know
the
what's
thing.
crazy?
He went and got a contract.
He went to the Jets talking up Sam Darnold next day.
Yeah. Gone. That's it. That's how the game play, bro. And like I said, just having Julio will make the Titans a complete team. Just because, well, I still think we need a solid front seven, and we got to replace our whole secondary. So, like I said, it's bits and pieces that we need, but Julio balance out the offense because now it's like, who you gonna guard?
Yeah.
My biggest concern going into this season is what's the defense finna look
Man,
like?
that's what I said. Because I got
That's the whole reason we
It
didn't win
sounds
a
like a
Super
brand
Bowl
new
last year.
defense.
literally.
I swear to God,
all
we
we
a
got is
Super Bowl
Kevin Byard
team.
back. All we got is Kevin Byard back. Well, no, Dory is a liability because all he is a 4-3, but he don't know how to use it.
Oh my God! Don't nobody be seeing that. He's just fast,
No,
bro.
yeah.
And he
Malcolm
don't know how to
Butler-
use it.
Malcolm Butler is good, but he's just on that downward slope of his career. And who was the other safety? Vaccaro? Vaccaro was our other safety, and he
been
getting
old.
bounced. Yeah, he's
So
getting bounced.
you like the first round pick?
I mean, it's cool. I just hope he's healthy. More power to him. You know what I'm saying? Like he played for the squad, so I hope he get better, and I hope he live up to the hype. A lot of people counting him out already, but I know as an athlete, that's sometimes what you need to bounce back. But to me, I'm just like, a lot of people don't know this, but of course I played with Jalen Ramsey, but there was another dude on that team named DeMontre Wade. He from Columbia too. That's
D-Wade.
D-Wade. That's my brother, man. And like, if Jalen was like A or 1A, D-Wade was 1B. Just as great as an athlete. First of all, he did more than Jalen. Not saying Jalen only played football and ran track. D-Wade was cold at basketball. He was cold at football, and he was cold at track. But he's a DB, and he's a free agent right now. And I'm just like, so why aren't you
he
trying
was
to
in
play
the
time?
he was playing in the
He was Kansas City, and he was in the XFL.
yeah, that's what I was going to
Yeah,
say.
he
Too.
was
That's
in
the last
XFL.
place I had seen him.
Yeah, and then that COVID hit, so they kind of messed him up. But,
Yeah.
I mean, to me, I'm just like, there's no reason he shouldn't be like at least doing a tryout for the Titans. Hey, we just got rid of our whole damn secondary, bro.
Whole team.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of stuff I would like to see instead of a Tebow getting that. But like I said, once again, that's his agent's job. It's about connections. It's about who you know. So
And it's still time to sign somebody.
yeah, most definitely, man. So I pray that he gets another opportunity, man, because I was talking to Jalen about D-Wade, and he was just saying the same thing I told y'all. It's just about the system. Like, he just got to find a system where he thrives. And he was doing really phenomenal with Kansas City. Like, in the preseason, I think he started at least 4 out of the 5 games and was in the fold with Tyrann Mathieu. This was the year they won a Super Bowl, too, bro.
Okay.
And but he started those preseason games and made it to the last set of cuts and then got cut on the last day. And I'm just like, they just let me know how the business operates. You know what I'm saying? Like, politics and stuff still exist in the NFL.
Yeah, because I was
Did you see
definitely
me and her
wondering.
talk about the Titans on it?
Yeah, I seen that
episode?
shit.
I was
I
like,
seen that shit, bro.
Yeah, they had their whole little
Furious-
podcast.
Furious is I know. Facts. Furious is definitely an interesting character to talk sports with about, man. Very passionate. Like, I remember him saying BA, cheated him out of a career, and I'm just like, what? No, bro. Like, you just played behind Derek Barnett, who's a fucking first round pick. You know what I'm
Derek
saying?
Barnett, yeah.
So it's not like you got cheated, bro. It just wasn't the best situation. But now he's definitely an interesting character, man. He's definitely interesting. That's my guy, though.
that's how I feel like I got the shit end of a stick in
Nah,
high
this
school.
is how it be, bro.
In high school, I was gonna try to start. Donovan Donaldson. Shout out my boy Don. He out there in the
Don,
league.
That's my guy, bro.
Don came over
cold.
there. I was like, "Yup, it's a wrap. It's a wrap."
I seen him at where was I? He was at Whiskey Row, and he came up and shook up with me, man. Cause he cool with J Bone and them too. So
Yeah. Shout out Dom. I was like, damn, yup, there's my spot. Hey,
Shit,
I respected Donna. He had the dog in him. Like, I remember
Yeah.
he came up to me in the practice, and he was like, I want you to foul me. Foul me every play. He said, because I'm trying to get in practice what they gonna do there anyways.
Yeah.
And it's not, and coach ain't gonna call it here, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I know I gotta fight through it.
Right.
He was like, bro, I'm not gonna get mad at you just fouling me.
Right.
Foul me. Make this shit as hard as possible.
'Cause
And I was
it's
like,
too.
damn, I respect that.
He's certified.
You want to, if you gonna sit behind somebody,
Yeah,
that's something
like
you
I said,
gonna.
this is some things you just gotta take that L on, bro. Like,
I mean, it just pushed me to be like, all right, that's cool. My game time is practice, and I'm gonna get
it.
you right in game time.
Exactly, bro. Now he said he's doing very, very good in the league. He's in overseas, bro. He's a bucket. Shout out to Don.
He's one. I always say him and one of the my boy Evan Ragsdale. They were one of the only two people I just know spent all day time in the. I mean,
Gym
did
rats,
not
man.
leave the gym.
Gym rats, for
And
real.
truly, like, Donovan was cold through, but
Yeah.
my boy Evan, like, I just remember seeing him, like, he was like somebody that wouldn't get picked up at the Green Hills YMCA.
Right.
Kept killing these motherfuckers. I got a D1 offer now. He
Right.
already went to go play for Lipscomb. That's D1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I was like,
Mid-major.
sure that's D1.
Mid-major.
They be showing
Averaging
up at,
10 points.
They be showing up at the tournament.
Yeah, they got a dude in the league right now. He plays Garrison Matthews, plays for the Wizards.
Shout out to the Man to Man podcast. They interviewed him a couple times because they got connections with him.
With Garrison? Oh, yeah. He cool.
My boy Andy went to Lipscomb.
Okay, cool. No, yeah. They Garrison legit, bro. Very legit. The hoop scene in Nashville is blowing up, man.
Yeah.
For sure.
These kids are.
Bro, Metro has
fire.
so much talent.
They got the
so much.
Brandon Miller, he's a 5-star out of Cane Ridge. And Jalen Jones, I think he might be a 4 or 5-star.
What's the name? JP coming out of Hillsboro.
Yeah, Hillsborough, yep. And then Isaiah West, he's like he's top 10 point guard in his class out of Good Pastor who just won state.
I was disgusted that they didn't get a chance to win state, bro. They literally got to state, and that's when COVID hit, and they shut the shit. I was so fucking pissed.
That was the year Marcus Fitzgerald and them was up at Pearl. Was it at Pearl?
Yep.
And
Yeah.
He was still there. Yeah.
He's a bucket too. Over at TSU getting down, bro.
Man,
I think he won newcomer of the year for OVC.
for real.
I think so. But yeah, Nashville hoop scene is crazy, man. Which is weird because like when we was growing up,
That's why, bro, motherfuckers be like, they try to be, man, so many people, you rolled the bench. I'm like, bro, do you see who the fuck I was sitting behind? What the fuck was I supposed to do?
My senior year, bro. So I was a starting point guard at BA, and I got benched, but I got not benched. I just took the back seat to Darius Garland as an 8th grader. And like I said, I'm cool with that, bro. Like, Cuz is a first round pick. Like,
He different.
Exactly, man. He's totally different. Like I tell people, he's been like that. So I remember his first day, he came in. He played his whole 8th grade season, and then we brought him up like during playoffs. But we needed depth. And his first day, I just remember telling my boy KJ, I said, "You can guard Darius. I'm not guarding Darius." And he was just
See, that's how I felt,
He gonna
man.
bust ass,
We played BA when I think I was a senior, bruh. I remember, so look, this is how this went. I knew back at that point I wasn't getting in no games, right? It was like a stretch. I ain't got the PT unless we up.
Right.
I knew we wasn't just going to smack BA because we was just not having a season like before. So I wake up, I go hoop at the YMCA that morning. Just a little bit because I know I got to hoop in JV too. So I'm like, you feel me? Save some for that. My backup gets hurt in JV. I'm going off, so they just like, fuck it, keep me in.
Right.
Cool. I burnt all my energy on that because I'm thinking, hey, I know I done showed my ass in JV. I'm sitting on the bench next to my boy Michael London, which we're going to have on here too. I just got to reach out to him.
Shout out to Michael.
Shout out Michael London. And I was sitting next to him. I looked at him. I said, bro, I ain't never been happier to have to sit on this bench right now. My feet hurt. No cap, 20 seconds later. True. Bro, I didn't even get up. I just looked down the bench because I thought he was asking for my opinion, bro. No cap. I did not get up.
He looked down the bench.
He said, I thought he was
like-
asking for my opinion.
I was like, oh my God, is he serious right now? I go out there and I have to guard Ed, bro, and my feet are dying.
God,
you know how
man.
fast he is, bro.
Look, and I'm quick.
Working
I'm
your
quick
ass.
and
Bruh.
fast, bro. And
Look.
for me, that's how I win most of my matches because I'm quick and fast. Ed is the only dude I will ever be like, fuck. Like when it comes to
Bro.
guarding, bro, he just like he said, cuz.
And look, I done got hyped up to come in the game and everything too. Since I don't get in, my boys are at the game. They not expecting me to get. I didn't know I'm getting in. What the fuck? Shout out my boy E. I'm like, oh no, y'all, come on, man.
See this?
Look,
how
I
did
get
this
in.
game?
I
No.
get in. Turnover. Or I get in. Ed blow by. I'm like, God damn, feet in the mud. I try to come down the court, hit him with a little cross. I get slapped in the wrist. They not gonna call that shit. Boom, out of bounds. Ethan out the game. I was like, God damn it, man. This is not how this was supposed to go.
Damn, that would hurt, bro. If I had to check in after that and guard Ed, like out of all people, Ed,
Bro, and your feet are dying.
Ed like a
dying.
Steph Curry too. Like if he off ball, he don't stop moving, bro. He just
He'll go all over
start
the place.
running. He just start running. It's like not even part of the play, bro. Used to hate guarding.
I couldn't
Ed.
even
I'm
do
so
it
glad
for
he played
1
on my
minute,
team,
bro. Didn't even get 1 minute.
So glad he played on my team.
That shit was so quick. I knew it was coming too. That's why I was like, man, fuck this shit. But yeah, shout out Ed,
made you
man.
better.
Shout out my boy Ed.
It made you better.
I knew it though because I went to elementary school with Ed, and then shout out to my boy Rod. They were still tight growing up and shit like that. So I always followed them, and I was like, man, Hadn't seen him since then. I was like, this is not the first time I want to see your ass right now, bro.
Not in this.
Not getting ready to cook
yeah.
my ass, bro. I don't need this shit right now.
We was hooping Sunday. I told you I was hooping with Jalen, and this nigga Ed walks in the gym, and I'm like, I ain't seen Ed in a minute. Mm-hmm. And sure enough, we get on the court, and I got
still fast as shit.
Said, you gotta guard Ed, and I just and like I said, Ed just fast. He the only dude I know that's just like I said, if not quicker than me. So just
that was the question I was going to ask earlier. So, who was the fastest at BA while you was there?
Shit, speed wise, CJ Sanders. And if you don't know CJ Sanders,
dude.
he was he acted. You seen First Sunday?
Yeah,
he's the son in First Sunday. He played in
Ray, wasn't it?
Huh?
Wasn't it Ray?
Yeah, he's Lil Ray.
His dad is his dad like
Chris Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, CJ was probably the fastest. In order, it probably went like if you think about track. In order, it probably went CJ, D-Wade, Jalen, and then I was the fourth fastest at that time. Depending on that year. That year was 2013. But, yeah, CJ was a true 10.64, true 4.3 40. Jalen was probably about like a true 4.4. D-Wade could clock a 4.3. Or at that time in high school, we was all 4.3s.
Jalen different.
By far, and I'm not saying this because my homeboy, the greatest athlete I've ever seen. Did shit that just was like, I don't think that's normal.
Yeah.
Like he would jump, and like a lot of dudes would try to jump with him, but it's like they start coming down, and he'd just be sitting in the air, and you'd be like. And football, bro, he's the only dude I've ever seen. Like football is an 11-man sport. I've watched him take over a game by himself. Played against Ainsworth, and nobody was just doing shit.
Yeah.
Jalen was just like, fuck it, pick the ball off, run a screen, 100 yards. You know what I'm saying? He was just doing it all, bro. But by far the greatest athlete, long jump. He kept scratching. I was like, bro, what's wrong? He said, I think I'm finna jump out the pit. I said, bro, if you do that, I think you win. I was like, I don't think nobody else needs to jump if you jump out the pit. You got it. So, but yeah, bro, by far the greatest athlete I've ever seen. To this day, too. Like
I was sick when we didn't go for him, bro. I wanted him in Nashville bad.
Oh my God, yes. Bro.
Wanted him in Nashville.
He would love to. I think he would love to be home because he likes being home because he's not home. He got 2 little girls.
And he had just did the episode with Bustin' with the Boys too.
Yeah,
I was like, we gotta get him, bro. We got to get him.
I remember him just being. I remember when he got traded. I actually went to TSU homecoming. They had brought 85 South and the baby, and before I walked in. It had broke that he got traded to the Rams, and I just was like, thank God, because I knew he just wasn't happy in his current situation. Because he's competitive as fuck. I would say that's probably where I get some of my competitiveness from, just competing with dudes like him all day. And
how? So let me get this from you, since you're a person that's been around Jalen a lot as well. How do you like look at people when like they try and like call him out on his flamboyancy, like about like different shit?
That shit. If you know Jalen, bro, once again, ain't no cap in his rap, bro. Like, cuz probably the furthest thing from, homosexual or anything like that, but his swagger.
I ain't heard
or not
even
that. Just like homosexual, but like, but
he was talking about they was like trying to clown him, talking about
because of his mannerisms.
Yeah.
But at that time, like, if you, at that time, which we know, like at BA, like that was just like. How he talks shit trash.
That's what I be trying to tell niggas, bro. That's how we talk our shit.
To any and everybody, bro. Like, I know for a fact we be up by 40 and he's talking to third string like dirty. And I'm just like, for what?
Yeah.
Hey, he was a savage, bro. Because he said
they take it in context of the interview and don't think of on the field how annoying that is.
Yeah, exactly, bro. And like I said, people think that's a show, and I'm like, nah. Let's talk trash. We was hooping Sunday.
He took it deep, like, bro. He said on that podcast, he was like, I DM'd whoever was guarding Miguel before I played them. You trying to mentally fuck the shit out of this man for you go play him? That's different.
And what's crazy?
Who thinks of that shit?
He one of them dudes like he know he better than you. So that whole game, you better show him that you can at least compete, or he not finna feel challenged. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we hooping on Sunday. Like, this nigga's out there playing pickup, and Jalen ain't no hooper, but he just mad athletic. And if you so-called at that point piss him off, cuz would just jump from the free throw line and dunk on your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that. And I just remember sitting there thinking, I'm just like, how cool would that be just to know? Like, at any time I jump, nobody can jump with me. Yeah. And like,
breathe some different air real quick.
Exactly, bro. And like, I've rapped with him. I've rapped with him because he always shoot me 100. Like, I asked him, who your best receivers are, like, or what makes a receiver really good? And for him, it's D-Hop. He said D-Hop is probably the hardest competition between him and Odell as far as complete receivers. He said with D-Hop, one, he's super aggressive, but he know out of them 10 balls, D-Hop going to get 5. He said, it's my job to get that other 5. You know what I'm saying? And Odell, he said Odell just got everything as far as feet, routes, hands. He said Odell's the complete package. He wasn't really threatened by Tyreek Hill because he said Tyreek Hill just fast. He's not necessarily a very savvy route runner. Antonio Brown, he
that's
said,
what a lot of people say about him.
And that's
too.
what I'm saying. And this is coming from the number one corner in the game, in my opinion. So I'm just like, I take what he's saying in the context, and when I would be training, that's when I'm working with you. I tell my boys all the time, like, I'm trying to get you ready for Jalen Ramsey. Like, if I can get you ready for Jalen Ramsey, it ain't no other Jalen Ramseys out here, bro. You gonna be straight. So, but yeah, he just put me on. He put me on game a lot. Like when he come in to town, he'll hit me up. I used to see him working out like 9 and 10 o'clock at night. And I'm like, shit, let me pull up. And we go over there, and I'm thinking we finna, get this shit in. And it would be like the most chill workout, bro. It was super chill, like stretching, core, and like kind of a little bit of weights, a little bit of pull-ups. Other than that, he chilling. Introduced me to his chef. He got a personal chef. He takes his body very serious. He takes very care of his body, too. And for him, being around him just as the homie, it let me see what living life as a professional is like. And that's the type of stuff I try to take to the kids, like.
That's not just professional. That's top professional.
Yeah, that's top. And that's what I said. And like I said, this is we talking about the dude who's probably the best in the game.
The best corner.
The best corner in the league. So when I watch him do this, I'm like, I can honestly say this is what you need to be doing as an athlete to get in those shoes. You know what I'm saying? So he's super cool with it, bro. But like I said, that shit that you see on TV, that's real life Jalen, bro. Like he's been like that. He don't care who you is. For him to get the best out of you, he'll talk trash because he want the best. That way he can say at the end of the day, your best is not better than my best. And that's kind of, I used to have that mindset as far as, nigga, do you know who I just went against in practice? Like I went against the top corner in the nation every single day in practice. So no, you can't guard me because I know you're not him. You know what I'm saying? That's how I used to feel. And that's how I operate. Like you can't guard me, fam. Yeah. And like it's fun seeing all of the homies on that team with Jalen. I feel like we all started a cloth. And that cloth probably goes back even further as far as the unit program.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
That to see them dudes unfold from that cloth, like I can sit here and name a corner from every year at Brentwood Academy who I can say is cut from the same cloth as Jalen Ramsey as far as competitiveness. And right after Jalen is a kill, bro. Like people really, he's the one that does our DB training. He played under Jalen. When Jalen was at corner, he was the opposite corner. And when Jalen moved to safety, he was still a starting corner. Mm-hmm. So he's been in that backfield with Jalen Ramsey. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And easily went D1, went to Furman, could have easily went to the league. He worked out with Lamont, who is Jalen's dad. He just knew his body wasn't going to keep up. And like I said, from him, like I said, on down, even to this day, there's a kid there who is cut from that same cloth as a Jalen Ramsey. So, and just to piggyback, bro, you know who I really don't feel like get credit that he deserves, and I'm going to give him his credit because I feel like I'm his number one hater, is Corn Elder, who I feel was one of the greatest athletes to come through Nashville, is easily the reason I don't have 3 rings on my finger right now from football. Mm-hmm. Like, dude single-handedly beat us, bro.
Where was he?
Went to
He went to Antwerp.
We played him. He single-handedly beat us too.
Like, I remember
well, they had BJ Slimmon too, and we played them in basketball. That motherfucker pulling from half court.
And that's Corn was a dual sport athlete, bro. He won Mr. Basketball and Mr. Football the same year.
Oh, okay.
Now he's different.
Yeah,
and like
Corn
I feel like he
different.
don't get enough credit because it's just
He just signed with the Tigers. I mean, the Lions.
Yeah, he with Detroit now. He hooped on Sunday too. And then I used to hate Corn just because I knew, like, playing against him, what we was finna get into. Mm-hmm. But when you meet these dudes outside of football, Corn's probably one of the coolest guys I have ever met. He's kind of like a Mookie, bro. He's one of these motherfuckers that's good at everything. Like, Corn's good at bowling, too. And I'm just like, what the fuck, bro?
Bowling
I got
deep.
connects to I got connects to Corn, too.
Yeah, that's
so,
my homie, bro. Shout out to Corn. But, yeah, both of them, like him and Jalen and D-Wade, like, just watching them compete, that kind of stuck with me. And, like, we was noticing, like, training-wise, that competitiveness within is, like, dying out for some reason. It's like everybody want to take shortcuts now. They want to get it the easy route. Like, I'm going to get you this offer. I know for a fact it's some dudes out here who can get you a quote-unquote offer based off working out with them. And I'm just like, when was that a thing, bro? Mm-hmm. Like, you still got to go out on Friday nights and you got to perform. Like, that's how Jalen got his offer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he went to a camp or two, but shit, you go out on that field on Friday night, Jalen Ramsey was probably night in and night out the best athlete.
Best person on the field.
And that's why he is who he say he is. And nowadays, it's just like dudes got clout before they even play varsity football. And I'm just like, where they do that at, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, that stuff's not cool no more. It's like working hard is dead. I'm just like, how do you expect to get where you want to go?
How do you feel about that kid, Mikey?
Mikey Williams? He real deal just because it's from – but at the same time, he's real deal playing against dudes that don't play defense. And that's what the game, like AAU, it turned into a show of alley-oops. It's like watching the Globetrotters play. Niggas just want dunk.
There was a clip that went viral, bro, where they literally let each other blow by to try to get dunks, and they fucking jacked them. I was like, man, that is just trash.
I really hope that Mikey Williams kid is as good as
I think
advertised.
I would say this about Mikey. He works. He has a work ethic. Like
he does work.
I see him training and stuff, but it's just like I don't know if that.
How hard is he pushing himself?
Yeah, the games. I just don't see the competition.
Yeah, all I see is the clips too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you don't never see the game film, but like I will say his skill set easily translates to high end Division I basketball. But coming from watching Darius Garland, I'm just like who I know was a gym rat. Who easily they got into big competitions and tournaments because of his name and his name only. It wasn't like Brentwood Academy was IMG or Oak Hill Academy. Darius was a top 5 player in the nation, and that's why we saw them go to these tournaments. And he's averaging 30. You get what I'm saying? Like we watched him night in and night out. We watched double teams and triple teams try to guard Darius 40 points, 30 points. You know what I'm saying? Like he's killing them. He after Brandon Wright, who was at Brentwood Academy, went to North Carolina, went to the league, won 4 championships. Darius is the only one that came in and won 4 of them in a row, back to back to back to back. And granted, his team was really good, but Darius was easily the catalyst for that.
He's in Cleveland, right?
Yeah, he with Cleveland right now. Yeah. And I remember coming back and watching him play. That was my first time watching Darius play, bro. And it's easy. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, that's how you know somebody belongs at the next level.
Yeah, the first time I saw him was at Vandy.
Yeah, me too. Well, I had watched him at BA, but then when he came to Vandy, I was like, oh yeah, I bet. I'm definitely finna go watch now.
When I saw at Vandy, I was like, oh shit.
Come, bro. It looked like he was coasting, bro.
Yeah.
He was chilling. And that's the thing, like those like I said, those are the type of dudes you just be like even with Jalen on the football field, made it look easy. Derek Barnett made it look easy, bro.
Jalen was making it look easy at Florida State, too.
Man, I remember he came back after we was doing track practice, and he came back. He had his ACC championship on one hand. He had his ACC track and field championship. People don't know that he got track and field championships on the other, and then he had his national championship on the necklace. He had the ring on the necklace. And I remember, bro, like I don't know if y'all know this, but he committed to Southern Cal first, USC, and going into that summer, he found out some stuff. He decommitted. So then everywhere after that, nobody knew where Jalen was going to go. Like even his homeboys, we didn't even know where he was going to go. I wanted him. I forgot where I wanted him to go. Oh, Washington, because he had just came back from a visit. He brought me some gloves and everything. He told me he really liked it. And I'm like, shit. Washington had just put out like a first round DBs. I'm like, shit, go to Washington. And Cuz said Florida State, and I just remember being in the front row going, what the fuck? Like why? And they asked him that, why Florida State? He said, I want to win a championship my freshman year, and I'd be damned if he didn't do that. And shit. He did. Bro. He went and did that shit and put on for the city. I feel like, and I'm biased. I feel like Jalen put on for Nashville. I feel like he was the one that kind of brought back that attention.
Him and Mookie.
I'm talking about as far as attention. I feel like people came to Nashville after that trying to find the next Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah.
And that kind of started a trend. And now I feel like Tennessee in general is just now getting their flowers due as far as like putting out athletes. Like I said, we was talking at the barbershop. How many people just from Nashville is getting put on like in the league, and we everywhere now, bro.
I mean, hell, Wilma Rudolph is from Nashville.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? It's been like that.
Like I said, I feel like we just not getting our flowers, bro. Yeah. And I really.
That's why the city continues to grow.
Yeah, bro. And I'm really big. Like I'm supporting Jalen, not even from a homeboy standpoint, but just as a fan, bro. I'm just like, I want him to succeed because as long as Jalen is relevant, Nashville football is going to forever be relevant.
Of course.
And it's like that for all the homies that's in the league, right? Or just anybody.
And just his style of play too, the dog mentality. That's what makes sports fun.
Mookie alone is going to bring an MLB team to Nashville.
Exactly, bro. And I think
that's hard as fuck.
I think he's part of. It's like a collective group of dudes, and I want to say Mookie is in that fold as far as like bringing a team.
Really?
Yeah. It's like 3 of them, and most of them are black. It's time to.
I'm all for it.
So I think he's in that fold. But like you said, but like I feel like now people are coming to Nashville trying to find them next Mookie Betts or whatever. So to me, it's big, and I feel like my group, my brand, we took on that. I keep saying my man, our brand. I don't want to keep saying my. Our brand, we taking on that challenge as when people come and try to find the next Jalen, we can show you what we got. You know what I'm saying? He may not be Jalen, but he cut from that cloth. You know what I'm saying? So that's the big thing for us, man. And that's why, like I said, once again, we good at what we do, bro. And people always ask me, why don't you get Jalen to sponsor you or something? I'm like, shit, first of all, he my homeboy, first of all. If I wouldn't ask this nigga for an autograph, I damn sure wouldn't ask him, to sponsor me. Right. I feel like for me, it's like I want them to see me already doing good and want to invest in that. You know what I'm saying? And he's asked multiple times, like, what can I do to, you know what I'm saying? Like, he tried to LeBron us. Like, he tried to put all of us on. But that's his job. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to do that. I'm still going to live my life as if Jalen.
Because he's Jalen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And like I said, I don't ask him for nothing. But I know for a fact if I was to ask him, bro would give me the clothes. He sent me a pack. I remember I was asking him about Ethica. Like, he had just got sponsored. And I was like, I was about to go get some drawers. I see everybody with the drawers. Yeah, I was like, bro, they worth it? He said, cuz, hell no. He's like, just send me your sizes. I'll get them to send you a pack. I said, a pack of drawers? I was like, all right. He's like, no, send me your class sizes for everything. And I sent him my sizes. A week later, I get a big-ass box of just free Ethica stuff, man. Beach towels. And I got like 2 packs of drawers and socks and shirts and shorts and stuff.
Nah, Ethica's comfy as fuck.
Yeah, bro. And like I said, yeah. Like I said, he's always quick to show love. So I know for a fact if I ask him, but like I never want to. I tell people all the time, they was like, why don't you get him to shout you out or something? I was like, I'm not trying to operate off of knowing the fact. I don't want a kid to come to me because I know Jalen Ramsey. Yeah. I want a kid to come to me because he wants to get better. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and like I seen dudes walk up to Jalen and, you know, hey, can I get you on the Instagram? And I'm like, bro, I can never be that dude. Man. Never be that dude. I'd rather be the dude you come and ask me to be on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's me. I'd rather be him. And, but yeah, Jalen, like I said, whatever you see on TV, like, is he competitive as hell? Yes, we could be playing spades. He gonna talk shit to you the same way he talked shit to AJ Green.
And it's gonna get on the
it's gonna get on your skin.
Okay. I'm telling you, it's the unit in us, bro. That's how they taught us.
That's just how he cut, bro.
That's how they taught us.
But off that, bro, he's super cool dude, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like very, very professional. I would say that. Great dad, bro. He loves his girls. Like they're gonna be the death of him, man.
That's making sense, this unit shit now. Cause come to think of it, you are one of my biggest critics when I'm on 2K. Mm-hmm. If I don't shoot that shot, shoot, motherfucker, shoot. What the hell? You don't be like, damn.
Look, we just know how to keep it real. Look, we gonna keep it blunt and we gonna keep it real. Look, if you don't like it, that's on you.
This unit just bred differently. Y'all motherfuckers. I thought I was competitive. Damn.
And that's why I said I think that's where I can easily get some of my competitiveness too. Just like hooping and pickup. If they felt like you would, like I know for a fact, Derek, if he ever felt like you wasn't giving in your all, he felt very disrespected. Very disrespected. He hated that. And, like, I never wanted to be that guy on film who fucked up the play. You know what I'm saying? When you go back and watch film, I never saw it. For me, I'm like, shit. Even though I don't care about football, I care about my homies. So I'm just like, let me go hard so they won't see me fucking up. You know what I'm saying? Right. Jalen was definitely the one that if he saw you messing up, oh, she right. Yo, bum ass.
When you go through something like that, that shit sucks. Because I've been on, like, my senior year team, we should have went back to state. Right. It's that simple. We were a collective, like, 8-9 group that had won a freshman title. Juniors that played on the state run. Like, there's no reason, bruh. And we just, not everybody was...
Bought in.
Yeah, not everybody bought in. And we tried. And, I mean, look, couple rough practices and fucking blowout games. And it was just like, man, that shit really sucks to be a part of something you know damn well should have been great.
Exactly.
Should have been
That's
great.
How people, I remember dudes asking me all the time, like in college, they was like, BT, how you got all these first rounders on your team, but y'all didn't win state? And I just always tell them, shit, corn elder. Shit, that's why we didn't win.
I mean, the whole class eventually, or most of them, at least like 3 or 4 of them went and played college ball right after.
Right after.
So it was just like, how the fuck could we not get that shit? Man, that shit would... That would get me into the day. I'm got this motherfucker, man. But look, that shit sucks when you're a part of a team where everybody don't buy in and you know what it has.
That team, I always tell people that 2013 team I was on with Jalen, his senior year, that I will put money on it. That was probably one of the greatest teams to come through Middle Tennessee. And like I said, not because I was on that team, but if I go back and look, first of all, we got 2 first rounders on that team. I don't know how many people can say they had 2 first rounders on one football team, especially from Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. CJ, me, D Wade, we had dudes we had a collective group who could run 10s and 100, 4.3 40s and stuff like that. We had our defensive line was just absolutely disgusting. Matter of fact, 3 out of the 4 went and played Division I football, like FBS level football. Okay. One of them is in the league. The other 2 should be in the league, but they military bound, so they handling that. The only weak spot we really had was just our linebacker core, but shit, we covered that up with a great D-line and a great secondary. So
yeah, you can hide that.
And we our quarterback, the quarterback I actually told y'all that we might be partnering with Max Staver. He was our quarterback. He went to Florida.
Okay.
Exactly. So that's why I said the whole team, bro. I played on ESPN 3 times as a senior, or as a junior, and it was really because of the dudes that we played with. We just had cloud. Like, we went to Louisville and played Trinity.
I remember
It was the number 1 team in Kentucky, bro. We went out there, and ESPN was deep out there. Then we came back because us and Ainsworth at the time.
Played Trinity that same year.
Y'all got the dub?
Yeah. We was both ranked top 25 in football at that year, us and Ainsworth. So that game got put on ESPN. And then
I think I remember that night. Yeah.
What, the Ainsworth night?
Yeah, it being on ESPN.
Yeah, it was on ESPN.
Yeah.
Like, I remember we had to fill out a questionnaire.
Yeah,
that's what they do. Like when they put you on the TV and shit like that. So, but yeah, like I said, when you play with dudes, man, it was fun to watch them, grow into who they were. Especially Derek. Derek's super humble, man. Like one of the most humble dudes I know. And I remember watching him senior year. Like I don't think he had committed at this point, but just kids coming up and asking to take pictures. Because first of all, I was the dude that took the damn pictures. But he never said no, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I bet you for a fact that kid got that picture somewhere. And like, bro, you got a picture with a first rounder. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He a dog too.
Man amongst boys, and the Eagles just picked up his 5th year, so I'm happy for him, man. I know he.
Okay, cool. Because I know he was.
Yeah, that was his contract year. So, but he did his thing, bro, and they picked up his 5th year. So I'm very excited for him. But yeah, still to this day, the most low key dude I have ever met. Even in high school, Derek was just super low key with the way he moved and who he hung out with. And he's still like that to this day. Like if you don't catch him, you just don't catch him, bro.
Yeah, it's just over with.
It's over with. And like when he come home, he's big. He's very family oriented.
Like I just seen he was at the drive with
Ugo.
Yeah.
He's big on that. He's very big on that. And like I said, I know for a fact if I was to hit up Derek, like, hey, bro, can you shout my camp out? Easily, he would have did that. No questions asked because he's all for that. But like I said, I want to operate on the fact that you're going to come and mess with us because of who we are, not who I know.
Right.
I'd rather you just benefit off of who I know.
Right.
Like you call me, like Derek and Jalen, they decided they'll just show up at the camp. No payment, no nothing, not even speaking. But think about it. They'll do that shit. I'm just like, that make us look good.
Of course.
That make us look great. So, yeah, that's like I said, I'm big on local dudes. Like I try to get whoever from Nashville, I try to get their jersey, whether I know you or not. Just because I'm glad you made it, cuz. Like I said, you make my job easier, man. You make it fun, so.
Oh yeah, that's dope. That's hella dope shit.
Yeah, we had 2.5 hours now.
Hey, but this has been one of my favorite podcasts. I ain't gonna cap. I ain't even gonna cap. This one and the Devin one was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Nah, facts. It was definitely a lot of gems.
Y'all just had a lot of like, and I have fun every podcast.
Yeah.
Don't let me act like, you know what I'm saying? But y'all had a lot of stories to tell, you know what I'm saying? Like that were just needed to be here. Felt, content, great content,
bro.
you feel me?
And like I said, I appreciate y'all for having
me. You need to start your own podcast.
Yeah, no, for real.
Like we said, we're going to talk about that off camera.
It's okay. Look,
we're going to talk about that off camera.
Don't worry.
Yeah, most definitely.
We're going to talk about
like
that.
I said, I'm glad y'all had me up here, man.
Man, go on and get the people the socials again so they know to get
go
at
ahead and
you.
follow me at B_Taylor_gang_. And I'll put you in with the right people. Don't worry about that. Just slide in the DMs.
That's a bit.
Make sure you get at me at This Is Boston on Twitter and at Rodney Boston on Instagram.
You can get at me, your boy Too Bleezy, at Agent Ocho 8. That's on Instagram, Twitter, and Apple Connect, where I'll be dropping them playlists off on your head tops and whatnot.
And y'all know y'all can get at me E_Troop 10. That's TROUP 10.
You already said the Burn One page.
Man, yeah, you can get at the Burn One podcast at Burn the #1 podcast because we are the #1 podcast in these motherfucking streets. You dig?
Get at the Bet That Pod.
Yeah, man, get the Bet That Pod.
Streaming.
We hit last night. We had a 2-leg.
Well, that's my photography.
Bro, that motherfucker stay being recommended to me.
What, the
photography page. I'd be like, this motherfucker ain't posted
JP.
in how long? Why does it keep like recommending this shit?
I'm trying to make sure I follow all of y'all, man. Cool. Got you.
Yes, sir. When y'all getting back on y'all's?
I mean, no, we posted yesterday, and we posted
once
today
the
too.
the
It's
real
just
playoffs
not as much of a rundown.
Not Bet That. You and Black Ethan.
Oh,
we looking to get that back going. Cause we. Well, I was trying to get some money to get the same setup like how y'all got, and then we're gonna try to do it pretty much the same style because it's just the vibe to it. You feel me? You come in normally. Unfortunately, today when they had the food, but you're gonna be back, so we're gonna, we'll come and we'll normally chill, eat some good food, then roll up and then just have conversations. So I wanted to be the same thing for the East Square shit, and he agreed he wants the same shit. So it's gonna be coming. It's just time.
I'm with it. Whoever got it, I'm with it.
Say less. E, it's the Burn One podcast. We out of here. I'll play some J. Cole.
This man disrespect.
Or to become famous. Which is more important, getting or letting go?
come back around full circle. Why do lies sound pleasant but the truth hurtful? Everybody gotta cry once in a while, but how long will it take for you smile? This is that come back to life shit. My niggas pick me up and we gon' light the city up as if the sun had the night shit. And paint the town red for my nigga found dead too soon. Yeah, to the left of that decimal, I need 7 figures to play the joint. Turn up your decibels, P-Pie decimator joint. Check out my projects like them workers that Section 8 points, and you'll see how I flip like exclamation points. My niggas shoot first.